Put it in park. We about to get this thing going. Prayers up, blessings up. We about to get this thing going, man. Let's see who pull up in here and put it in park. Welcome to Cooking and Thinking Thursdays. Usually I don't do this usually when I do a Cooking and Thinking Thursday, right? I'll cook something that I already know gonna come out A1. But today on Cooking and Thinking Thursday, I'm finna cook a potato dish. The main ingredient being potatoes, but it's gonna be a side. So I'm gonna do that. But how I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna use coconut milk, but I'm gonna make like a roux first, and I'm gonna make a cream with the coconut milk, with the flavor, with the onions and bell peppers in there. It's an idea that I had a while back, and I ain't put it to the test yet. We're gonna slice these potatoes up in like little discs, and then so it's gonna kind of be like au gratin potatoes, but it's no cheese in it. So you'll see how I put that together. It's coming straight out the dome. This is an experiment. So I'm gonna cook that as a side, right? We're gonna do a Caesar salad with some, little etceteras. And you see I got some chicken right here. I'm cooking this for the family. These are chicken wings already pre-cleaned up. I'm baking them, and I'm gonna make these like baked barbecue chicken wings. And then I got some fresh grouper. I got some fresh grouper right here that I'm about to get going. And what I'm gonna do with this grouper is for me. Babe, you wanted the fish or you wanted the chicken? So if it's for me and my wife, I'm gonna air fry this grouper. So it's gonna be, for me on the plate I'm gonna eat is the grouper. For our children, they getting chicken wings, barbecue, baked. You'll see how I put that together. And we're gonna do this potato dish that I'm experimenting on with the coconut roux full of flavor. It's not gonna be like coconutty. It's gonna be full of flavor. You'll see how that come together. It's gonna kind of be like au gratin potatoes, but it's gonna be more white. It's gonna be like a white color with the salad, and then I'm gonna plate everything on a nice little green mixture medley, and that's what we doing on Cooking and Thinking Thursday. So it's gonna be a good one, man. Prayers up, blessings up. My name is Jabez El Israel. I got a goal to help over 1 million people get down to their natural body size and stay there for life. So cool to find you on TikTok. Jay, what they do, man? It's all love. Look, we live across 5 of my pages, Jay. Right now, man, everybody say what's up to each other. I'm on TikTok, both my TikTok pages, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Rob Marley, what they do, man? Jonelle, what's good? I see y'all pulling up in here, man. Yellow Forever, what's good? Big Mama, what they do? It's all love, man. Tina, I see you pulling up. T.I., what's good? So look, what I want to do, right? Someone say, J. Cole, is that you? I hear that so much to the point where it's like, it been got played to me, but I get it. We look similar. You know what I mean? I have a feeling when we meet it's going to be love. We got similar energy, too. Like, you feel me? From what I've noticed about them. But anyways, man, send me a book to Arkansas, man. We got the link if you want to grab a book. Look, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Hold on 1 second. Let me show you something. Let me show you this real quick. Hold on. So, this is the deal, right? I was able to lose 100 pounds, but I did it still eating the foods that I like to eat. So this was me in 2014. Look, that's my wife. This was 2014. This is like probably 2 months into my, weight loss journey to the point where my weight kept trending down. Like, I tried multiple times, different things to lose weight throughout the years. But long story short, in 2014 is when I got on the path to where my weight started trending down, and I didn't relapse and go back up. And I just went through a process. Took me about 3 years. I lost 80 pounds. And then in 2020, I actually started cutting back on meat and dairy. And I ended up losing another 20 pounds and going through a process doing that. So I was able to lose around 100 pounds. But the point is, the whole time I was still eating the foods that I love. In 2014, I was eating chicken, steak, ribs, conch, fish, all that. You know what I mean? But I was still losing the weight. I lost 80 pounds still eating meat. I was eating burgers and all that, sandwich meat. And we're going to get into a weight loss conversation. This is Cooking and Thinking Thursdays, man. Cooking and Thinking Thursdays, what we do is we prepare a meal that fit the principles of the Eat What You Love and Way Less Reprogram. So I'm launching the Eat What You Love and Way Less Reprogram / weight loss community on the 25th of this month. And on Monday, we're doing a presentation. So on Monday, we're doing a presentation where I'm going to be explaining how the Eat What You Love and Way Less Reprogram came about and how it can help you lose the weight you want to lose. I'm going to be giving out 3 secrets. And then, you know, everybody can make their mind up if they want to join the reprogram or not. It's up to you. But what I'm saying is the presentation is free. And if you want to pull up to the presentation, it is lit. We've already done 2 of them, and the 3rd one is going to be on Monday, and this is going to be the last presentation. We already got a group of people that's registered to do this group coaching reprogram that I'm going to be bringing a group of people through a 28-day process to ensure that you lose the weight. We're guaranteeing results. It's just going to be super lit. So if you want to pull up to the presentation, feel free. I got a link underneath my profile picture where you can register. And then I'll see you in the presentation, man. And, you know, we can go up from there. So the point I wanted to make is, right, on Cooking and Thinking Thursdays, though, every meal that we prepare fit the principles that I go over in the reprogramming. So this is going to be, we cook and we think. We're not just cooking based on flavor. We're cooking based on, are these ingredients going to help me lose weight and keep it off? And then that's priority number 1. And then we putting all type of flavor on it. So like I said, I was able to lose 100 pounds still eating chicken, ribs, steak, and all that. So I lost 80 of the 100 pounds still eating, you know, animal flesh. And I've cut way back since 2020. I still eat fish. I'm not going to eat this chicken, but my family does. My family eat it. So I'm going to whip up these chicken wings, and you're going to see how I do this. I'm baking these, but they're going to taste like barbecue chicken. Yeah, man, I'm seeing everybody. I'm seeing the registrations come in. Ben, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the reprogram. It's gonna be a vibe. You know what I just thought about, man? I don't think we don't got no liquid smoke, huh, man? We do? Oh, wait a minute, I got it. Don't worry. The way I'm gonna do this chicken is gonna taste like it came off the grill. But I'm baking it in the oven. All right, so look, because this is going to be a lit live. Okay, let me get my thoughts together. First thing I want to do is, I think the first thing that I should do is probably get this chicken seasoned up. So that's what I'm going to do first. All right, so why I started this reprogram, because, man, we've been able to help thousands of people lose weight. You know, I started posting on TikTok in 2021, right before I was done writing my book. When I wrote my book, I wrote it because I just wanted to help people lose weight, because I lost the weight, and I know that a lot of people don't know what I know. And so I wrote the book from that space, and I was going to hit the street and sell the book for real. But then I started posting on TikTok, and by the grace of the creator of all things, I went viral talking about, it was actually a post I put up about flour. Monica, I just seen you register for the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there. So I put the post up and went viral, and it was crazy because the post went viral. If it wasn't the same day, it was within a few days of me sending my book to the editor to edit it. So it went viral as my book was getting edited. So I was like, wow, if this ain't a sign, I don't know what is. And I ain't never went viral on social media. I wasn't even on social media like that. And whatever, the rest is history. You know, we hit #1 on Amazon in multiple categories. And then so I'm a best-selling author now, all praises. And then we launched our family cookbook, Eat What You Love and Way Less family cookbook. That's our family right here. Me and my wife wrote the book. My wife typed this whole thing up. Most of the recipes in this book are hers, actually. And our children actually wrote a prayer in the book for whoever read it, which made them a co-author. And we set a goal as a family to hit best-selling author status. And we actually hit #1 again in multiple categories on Amazon with this book. So now we're a family full of best-selling authors. And so all of that's great. And you know what I mean? I put up free content on all my platforms, just giving out game to help people lose weight. Like I said, I got a goal to help over 1 million people. And so I'm just constantly trying to bring value. Now, the next thing that we created is the Eat What You Love and Way Less Reprogram. So I've actually coached people one-on-one. I went through probably a 4 month period going back about a year and a half ago now, about a year ago. I went through about a 4 month period where I marketed and let people know that I was available for one-on-one coaching, and I coached people, right? So I went through a period of coaching people through a 30-day process. 91% of the people that I coached lost between 7 and 15 pounds in a 28-day process, right? Bomb. So that showed me right there, okay, I can help people get through. I held them accountable. We had simple daily accountability work that we had to do, and I held them accountable, and we went through the process. Everybody got the results. Most importantly, people had a mindset shift in regards to food and choosing better versions, and not feeling like it's a mission to eat better. You know what I'm saying? Nicole, I just seen Nicole register for the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there. If anybody want to register for the Eat What You Love and Way Less Reprogram presentation, I got a link underneath my profile picture. Feel free to register. It's free. I'll be breaking down how our reprogram group coaching opportunity can help you lose the weight you want to lose. And we're going to have a weight loss community attached to the opportunity. It's just super lit. The point I'm trying to make is we built this whole thing out. We built out because what I wanted to start doing was taking advantage of the community atmosphere. Like, there's so many people that are reaching out to us via email, DMs, comments, text messages, in the street, in the grocery store, in gas stations, people approaching me. And it's like I wanted to create a community where I could see the people that's getting it in. You feel me? Like, in real time, and be there through the process. And it's like we going through the process together, and I can see you, because it's like I just been thinking about it. Like, we helping a lot of people, but I don't know who's getting help. You feel me? I'm not seeing no faces. We selling thousands and thousands and thousands of books, but I'm not seeing no faces. So that's why we built this community out and reprogram, and it's just super lit. So we're gonna be launching this 28-day process. It's going to be a group of us. We can only get 60 more people in the group. So the last presentation we're doing is on Monday. As soon as we hit 60, anybody that tries to get in after that, we're just going to refund you back the money, because we want to give everybody a quality service through this 28-day process. But we launching the 28-day process on the 25th. So that's next week. That's like in a few days. Next week, Monday, we doing the presentation. So I'm seeing the registrations come in. It's all love. Elise, I just seen you registered. So, I don't want to butcher your name, but I just seen you register. But it's underneath my profile picture if you want to register. So the point is, the presentation, I'm giving out 3 secrets. I'm explaining the framework of the Eat What You Love and Way Less Reprogram. And then I'll give the offer. Absolutely no pressure. It's for anybody that just want to be involved in the group, in the community, and go through a 28-day process that I'll be bringing everybody through. You know what I'm saying? And so that's going to be on Monday. And I'm about to get into this cooking, because right now it's 3:05. We got a meeting at 6 p.m. I got 3 hours on this live, and I plan on using every last second, because this is a pretty intricate meal that I'm about to do. So now, I actually talk about this in my cookbook. Let me show y'all something. What I just did, I just put these chicken wings in this plastic bag. Now, shout out my grandma Lois. May she rest in peace. We buried her about 4 months ago, and she lived to see. She was just about to turn 97. Matter of fact, 98. And my grandma was the truth, man. But I learned how to cook from my cooking skills come from her mostly. But my dad taught me a lot, but my grandma taught my dad, so it all go back to her. You feel me? Thule, I seen Thule just registered for the reprogram. I'm looking forward to seeing you in there. Now, so shout out my grandma and shout out my dad, man. If it weren't for them, I would not be the chef that I am. I'm telling you. If you were to taste their food, it will blow your mind. My grandma used to sell food at the house in Coconut Grove. Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, she was selling plates. Baked chicken, fried chicken, barbecue ribs, barbecue chicken, conch fritters, pigeon peas and rice, collard greens, macaroni and cheese. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had her home in the Grove jumping like a restaurant, but you had to come. Everybody would come into the house and get the plate and dip. You feel me? So it was like constant traffic every weekend, for real. This is a real true story. So anyways, I brought her up because she the one taught me this method when it comes to seasoning your food. You put it in a bag, because she was like, yeah, baby, you put it in the bag. You don't got to get your hands all dirty. You don't got to get a pot dirty. Put it in the bag and go to seasoning it. So watch this. You put it in the bag. This how I'm gonna put some little chipotle Tabasco sauce on here. All right. I'm seasoning this chicken down because I'm gonna bake this chicken. Keep the method now. We already pre-washed this chicken again, very thoroughly with vinegar and water, and got all the, make sure it's as clean as possible. So I'm doing some cracked black pepper. I'm gonna put some paprika in here. When I season, and this is another thing I like to speak on. And this is, matter of fact, man, let me ask y'all a question, man. Let me ask y'all a question. We got probably 100 between them, 400, 500, 600. We got almost 700 people on all platforms combined. Who on this live got a goal to lose weight? Let me know. Gary, I just seen Gary join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there, Gary. Drop a 4 in the comment if you got a goal to lose weight. If you would like to lose some weight, drop a 4 in the comment, because I wanted to see like who, I don't want to waste nobody's time on this live. Veronica, I see you. May, what's good? Marcy, what's good? Okay. Tabitha, I see you. Karma, what's good? Drip. Tracy. Okay. Red Smith, good. Good. Valerie. D-Money, what's good, my bro? Totally. I see you. Travis. Good. Okay, so good. We got it. Okay. So, okay. This is one thing that helped when I realized this. I used to, when I cooked, right, I would get like the complete season. I would get the Lowry's. You know what I mean? I would get the, what they call that? What they call that one? Basically, I would get the pre-made mixed seasons. If you know about them pre-made mixed seasons where it's like a mixture of seasons pre-made for you, drop a yes in the comments. Drop a yes in the comments if you get those. Like if you know what I'm talking about, like the complete season, the Lowry season salt. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Dash, Miss Dash. That yeah. But that ain't the one I was thinking. It's like a Spanish name. It's called like Abdul. Babe, what that season called? The Spanish season, the complete season? Adula, what it is? Adobo. That's what it was. I see the yeses dropping. I see you. Stephanie, what's good? Okay, so look. Yeah, the adobo. There you go. Yep. So, basically, I highly encourage you, everyone that says that you get those, go in your pantry. When you get out this live, go in your cupboard, wherever you got your seasons, and turn it around and look at the ingredients in them. And you'll see there's chemical preservatives, anti-caking agents, a lot of these things, right? A lot of these extra added chemical ingredients that's in these seasons actually lead to water retention, which leads to weight gain. It leads to inflammation. It leads to, there's mental side effects that are tied to it. And also there's ingredients in the season that are chemicals that are designed to make you want to keep eating. And make you want to use more of the season, so you got to come back and buy more of the season. So these are the type of games that are getting played. It's unfortunate, but good news. All we got to do, look, is just get the seasons one at a time. So this is a major look. If you're trying to lose some weight, you'll be surprised. If you just do this one thing, right, and stick to it for like 6 months, and you'll start to notice your plate sizes will start going down. You'll get full. You'll start getting full quicker, and you won't want to eat as much. It happens in it real gradually, but next thing you know, you'll be like, man, I used to eat way more than this. What's going on? Well, there's not so many chemicals inside you making you want to keep eating. And that's one of the reasons. So what I do is I'd get everything separate. Chipotle powder, we got turmeric powder. You get what I'm saying? Paprika. This is some sea salt with some truffle in there, all natural. We got some onion powder, red pepper flakes. Does it make sense what I'm saying? Drop a yes if it makes sense. We got some yellow mustard powder. We got a French blend of herbs. When I make sure to read the ingredients, all that's in here is savory thyme, basil, lavender, and fennel. So I'm looking to just get the herbs. That's all I want is the herbs and the natural seasons. And so then I mix my own complete season together. All complete seasoning is different herbs and salt. That's it. And so, and on top of that, 9 out of 10 times, they're going to use iodized processed chemical salt, table salt. And that leads to water retention and weight gain, inflammation of the skin, all of that. So I just make sure to use the sea salt with the fresh herbs. And then when I made this switch, it blew my mind that the food actually tastes better and is better for me. Do with it what you will, man. I'm telling you, it works. So watch this. Now we're going to put some garlic powder on this chicken. We're going to put some red pepper flakes on here. Not a lot. I'm going to put some of this liquid smoke on here. On these chicken wings. I'm baking these. But hold on. That was onion powder. Here go the garlic powder I'm going to put on here. Some garlic powder. This French blend of herbs. Drop them. I'm going to put some turmeric on here. This mixture right here I love. And this really what set it off. The chipotle powder in combination with everything else. And now the last thing I'm going to do is drop some olive oil in here. Here we go. I'm going to drop some of this olive oil. And now, watch, this is what's so dope about this bag method I got from my grandma Lois. You just, you go like this. You don't got to worry about getting no, and then you just toss the bags when you're done. You know what I mean? Oh, this one got a hole in it. Hold on, I need to get another bag. I'm telling you, this method right here, it's something about it too. I be doing my vegetables like this that I bake. It's like it work it into it work the seasons into the food better too. You know what I mean? So let's take a look. Woo! If you can smell it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Let's take a look though. Let's take a look. You can already tell that's going to be full of flavor. Right or wrong. Drop some fire emojis in the comments if you can tell this chicken going to have a lot of flavor in it. But this is just the beginning. We're going to put more flavor on this. But this is just the beginning, man. So now watch this. Now watch this, man. Let me see who pulled up in here, man. I'm about to say, I don't see no fire emojis. Nobody thought that thing looked like it had flavor in it. Oh, there go Faith. Okay, a couple of people, but y'all gonna see how this thing come out. Okay, now I see him dropping. I probably should have said it 2 or 3 times. All right, so now, I feel like I got a lot going on. So now let me do this. Let me just put this to the side so I could get to working on the, because I gotta make this roux for the potatoes. Because I'm going to make like au gratin potatoes. I see y'all. What they do, Karma, what's good? Connie, that's what's up. Eric, that's what's up, man. So look. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil on this on the bottom of this here. And then, let me take this off. Because I don't want to get my hand's about to get dirty. I'm finna set these up in here. Because I'm going to bake them in this glass pan. So I'm setting these chicken wings up in here like this. Now when I bake them, I like to go like this. I fold the leg or like the little wing part over. So it'll be more space in the pan that I got to work with. Fold it like this. Bam. So I'm about to drop all these in here. And then when I drop all of these in here, I'm going to add the key ingredient. Did I put salt on these? I don't even think I salted these, but that's all right. I'm going to salt them in a second. These things smell good, though. I can smell that season. So now, a lot of people think I'm a vegan. Because a lot of times when I cook, when I go live and I cook, I'll cook something with, without meat. Because I've cut way back on eating meat, man. But I don't like. For one, I'm not a vegan. I'm actually. I created a new category, and I call it. I'm a naturalite because one thing, and I don't have nothing against anybody that chooses to take on a vegan lifestyle. But one thing that I noticed about it is that vegans, well, not vegans, but the definition of veganism, it doesn't say. I respect how, what I do respect about it is they're not eating animal products. I think that's dope. I used to not respect it, but I've changed. But now what I noticed is that it's not in the definition nowhere that you can't eat chemicals or heavily processed food. So what I've noticed from paying attention is that I might have to do 2 pans of chicken. Is that there is a substantial amount of vegan options, vegan-friendly food options that are full of chemicals, man. Like one example would be like an Impossible Burger. If you never read the ingredients of an Impossible Burger, I encourage you to read the ingredients. Look it up online, the ingredients of the Impossible Burger. And the shock of your life. It's like a whole, first of all, they're telling you in the name. They're telling you in the name that this is not possible. You feel me? They literally told you in the name of it. They told me, all right, this is an Impossible Burger. Alright? So that should throw up a big red flag right there. So you try to tell me you giving me something that's not even possible? Wait a minute. But it's vegan friendly. But it's straight chemicals, and you know what I mean? So me, I personally feel like, because I know from my experience, like the meat, like the chicken and steak and the ribs I was eating and all that wasn't the biggest factor for me in weight loss. I lost 80% of my body weight still eating meat. Now, there are concerning things about meat that I'm not going to get into right now, but the point I'm trying to make is, that's why I was like, man, let me create another category, because that's why I started a naturalite. And a naturalite is somebody who is intentional of choosing natural food options and always being aware of the ingredients. Pretty much. And we also, we do follow the dietary guidelines and laws laid out in the book of Leviticus in the Bible. There's actually laws. And some people say, well, the Old Testament don't count. Maybe you're right. But what I'm saying is I read the whole Bible, right? And I'm not going to be on this too long, but I read the whole Bible in 2020. And it's the best decision I ever made. I read it from a different angle, but because I read it from the angle of like, let me find principles out this book and let me think about how can I apply them in my life and put them into a part of my character and personality, and let me just see what happens. So as I'm reading through the stories and the parables and all of this, I'm looking for principles. I'm looking for like, how can I relate this to my life, and how can I use the principle of this, the meaning of this story to my advantage? Let me think like that. That's what I did. And what I'm saying is that I could go on for hours about the principles that I learned from the Old Testament and the New Testament. But there are dietary laws in the Old Testament that I chose to practice. And when I started practicing them, it was, look, when I went viral on TikTok, right? It was what, 2021, yeah, like the end of 2021, when I went viral for the first time and I became a best-selling author. A year before that is probably when it was 2020. I had learned about the dietary laws in Leviticus, and I chose to actually practice them. I started practicing them. Not too long after I started practicing them, I started writing my book. I started paying for courses. I just started thinking different and whatever. Long story quick, my blessings went to going up. So since I've been applying what I've learned, my life is getting better. So when I hear people say that the Old Testament don't count, I don't know, it doesn't make logical sense to me, because I studied the principles, I put them to practice, and I got results. So how it don't count? I don't understand. It ain't making sense to me personally. I used to believe that because I heard it a bunch, but I never took the time to actually read it and apply it and to see if it's true or not. You know what I mean? If that makes sense, drop a yes in the chat. If it makes sense, it's hard for us to say something don't count, something ain't. If we didn't actually study it, learn it for ourselves, and actually go out and apply it, we don't know. Let's be real. We don't know yet. So I'm putting a little bit of this, this is truffle salt. I'm dropping some truffle salt on here, on these wings too. This truffle salt is truffle sea salt. It's truffle in here. And you just gotta taste it to know. Like this truffle salt is fire, man. I'm gonna drop a little bit more paprika on here just to give it a little more color. And remember, we're gonna turn these into barbecue wings. I'm gonna drop some barbecue sauce on them. And that's about it. You know, I'm gonna put a little more cracked black pepper on here. So now, I'm gonna get this chicken going in a minute. But in the meantime, I want to start up on this. I want to start up on this potato situation. All right. So what I'm gonna do is first I need to prep these onions and bell peppers. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let me move this to the side, and let me start prepping these up. Where the onion at? Hold on. My bad, y'all. So now, but the point that I was trying to make though is that's what a natural light is. That's what I am. A natural light we put heavy priority. We put heavy priority in eating natural foods. Jada, what they do? T. Jada, I just seen you register for the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there, man. So, you know, these principles and the specifics of all of them and the specifics of all the different foods to switch out, you know what I mean? And we're going to get into that conversation real soon here. That's what Cooking and Thinking Thursdays is all about. Making food taste great, but putting the biggest priority on making sure we're using the right ingredients. You know what I mean? We're making sure that we're using ingredients that are going to lead us away from weight gain into losing the weight we want to lose. You know what I mean? That's it. That's what it's all about. So what I'm doing is I'm going to cut up a half of this onion. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm going to do half of it. And when I cut this onion, check this. You see how I cut it this way where you can see the grains going like this? This is important. I'm gonna cut the onion down like this because this is how I want the onions. These onions is for these potatoes that I'm about to make. It's kind of gonna be like au gratin potatoes, but it's gonna be a white cream sauce, but it ain't gonna be no cheese. To make the cream sauce, I'm gonna use coconut milk, and I'm gonna make a roux. Watch how this come out. Watch how this come out. But look, I've never cooked this. This is an idea that I had. Shin, what they do? This is the people that are on this live are seeing for the first time ever this dish get created. Nobody ain't make this dish yet because it came out of my mind. That's how I know. I'm literally experimenting right now on this live. I usually don't do this because you know what I mean? Like I like to look like I know what I'm talking about. But we gonna see how this thing play out in real time. So, hold on. Let me see who pulled up in here, man. Who we got in the building right now? Drop your city, drop your state. Let me see who in the building. I want everybody to see who in the building so we can know who's up in here, man. Like, where you from? Drop your city, drop your state, man. North Carolina in the building, Georgia in the building. Oh, man. Juanita from Virginia in the building. Lady E out of North Carolina. Silver out of Brooklyn. What they do, man? Brooklyn in the building. North Carolina in the building heavy right now. Indiana. That's live, man. Shout out everybody in the building. So what I'm doing, you notice I cut the bell pepper the same way. I'm going to slice these up like this. Cause I want strips. I want to see strips of color through these potatoes. And we're gonna. My wife actually gonna use the food processor that we got, and we're gonna cut these potatoes like this way, like this. So it'll be like little circles, little flat circles, like how you like au gratin potatoes. You know what I mean? So like I say, man, we're doing the Eat What You Love and Way Less reprogram. We're launching this reprogram on the 25th. We already got a group of people registered. On Monday, the 24th, I'm doing the last presentation where I'm explaining how we can help you lose the weight you want to lose for anybody that wants to be a part of this reprogramming group, weight loss opportunity, and community. The presentation is on Monday, 6:30 p.m. If you want to register, it's free. I got the link underneath my profile picture. We can only get 1,000 people on this Zoom call. So if you do register, I highly suggest getting there 5 minutes early. The first one we did, it was people that couldn't get in because it was a packed house. So you want to pull up to the Zoom 5 minutes early. If you do want to do it, that's my suggestion. But, feel free to register. I'm gassed up about it. This will be the last presentation because we're going to take this group of people through this process. You about to do it? Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to take this group of people through this process, right? And every week we're going to be doing a group Zoom call. So we go into the details of looking at all the different foods. We got to identify from each person, we got to identify what is it that you're eating that's putting the weight on you. First, we identify that. Then we identify what we could switch it out for. For example, like, let's look at rice. Matter of fact, let's look at flour. I like to start off with flour. I always like to start off like this because this one piece of information that I'm going to give you is going to help you lose weight if you want to lose weight. The only way to know if I'm telling you the truth is to put it into practice and see for yourself. But for anybody, let me ask y'all a question. If you got to go to lose weight, right? Who in here, let me see who I can help specifically, because I talk about this a lot, but it's always new to somebody new every day. Who in here isn't aware of the enrichment process and how it relates to weight gain? Let me know in the comments. Huh? What potato was that you bought? Right here. I feel you. Oh, you took some out of here already? Oh. Yeah, if you're unfamiliar with the enrichment process and how it relates to weight gain, drop a 4 in the comments. Put me or 4. Okay, I see y'all. Tyler, what they do, man? Amy, what's good? Linda, never heard of that. Good. I want to know who I can help right here because the people that haven't heard of this is going to help you. I'm telling you. If you're unfamiliar with the enrichment process and how it leads to weight gain, drop a 4 in the chat. I see the 4 dropping. All right, good. This is good. So everybody that dropped a 4, check this out. The enrichment process is a process that you can bring grains through. So grains can be enriched, right? Grains can be enriched. So the things that get enriched are rice, wheat, and corn. So I want to talk about flour. 9 out of 10 times, if we eating anything that's flour, if we're eating any flour, 9 out of 10 times, it's made with wheat. So Dana, I just seen Dana join the presentation. I've been seeing people joining the presentation. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in there. So the wheat, right? The wheat plant got every piece of wheat has a germ in it. All right. So the germ, it has like natural nutrients, B vitamins. That's the softest part of the grain. So the problem for farmers is though that germ can spoil and go bad. So when it spoils and goes bad, if you didn't sell it fast enough, you got to take a loss. And so that was one issue that farmers were having. And also bugs. If you look at bugs, when they eat wheat or they eat rice or they eat corn, they go right for the germ of the plant, and that's all they eat. So bugs will get into your crop when you got a big batch of flour. Bugs can get in there and go to breeding, and next thing you know, you got to throw the whole batch away because it's infested with bugs. And so That was an issue that was going on back in the 40s. So right after World War II, that it was a scientist that created the enrichment process. James, I just seen you register for the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there. So this is a chemical process that they put the grains through. And during that process, the germ is removed. So the germ gets removed. Carmen, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the presentation. Seeing you just registered. So when they remove the germ, it's an empty grain. There's no nutrients in it. It's just empty. And so they add synthetic nutrients to replace the natural nutrients that was lost during the enrichment process. And so the problem is, though, those synthetic nutrients, our bodies don't break them down the same. It gets stuck up in us. It takes longer to pass through us. And so it leads to weight gain. And so how you can, so when I learned that, I was like, what? And so good news, everything that was enriched, everything that's sold in the store that was put through that enrichment process also has versions that wasn't put through the enrichment process. That's the good news. So when I made the switch from the enriched grains to the non-enriched grains, weight started coming off me. But let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. So I didn't stop eating, because I'm gonna talk about flour right now. But remember, flour makes pasta, flour makes bread, flour makes cookies, cakes, pastries. You use it for your fried chicken, tortillas. Flour makes a lot of things, man. And so this is the flour that I was most used to seeing growing up, the all-purpose Pillsbury flour. You'll see right here, say bleached enriched. Say bleached enriched right there. So this is the type of thing that we go through in our reprogramming. This is the type of coaching that I do. We go in and we look at every type of food and we identify, okay, this, I'll be able to tell once we go in there, okay, this is keeping the weight on you. Switch it out for this. Trust me, it ain't that hard. So look, this is, you see it say enriched. Now, sometimes they don't put enriched on the front of the pack. So you got to always read the ingredients. And you'll see in the ingredients, just say bleached wheat flour. First of all, I don't know why bleached didn't used to throw up a big red flag to me. They bleached it. Like the bleach that I use for my whites when I'm doing laundry. And then also it say niacin, iron, thiamine mononitrate, riboflavin, folic acid, enzymes. I'm seeing the presentation, Montero, I just seen you registered. Looking forward to seeing you. Look at the ingredients. So anything that's enriched is always got these same synthetic B vitamins mostly that's added. But these are just synthetic nutrients that was these are the synthetic version of the natural nutrients that was already inside that germ of the grain. Niacin, iron, thiamine mononitrate, riboflavin, folic acid, enzymes. All that should be in flour is the type of wheat plant being used. Robert, I just seen you registered. I'm seeing the registrations come like this. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in there. I feel like it's going to be a packed house, so make sure to get there 5 minutes early. But look, you see right here it say hard red wheat flour, soft wheat flour. Notice the difference. So this is a flour that wasn't put through that enrichment process. Now this was the only one that I found in Publix that was just wheat that I liked. But notice it say pizza. So you might be like, well, I ain't trying to make pizza. It's flour. We use this to make bread, cakes, cookies. Everything that we use this type of flour for, we use this flour for. And it tastes way better. And it don't sit so heavy on your stomach. So that's an example of why I call myself a naturalite and not a vegan. Because this is vegan friendly. There's no animal products in this, but it's processed, man. And it leads to weight gain. This wasn't. So this is naturalite friendly. If you got to go to lose weight, all you got to do is put it to the test what I just told you. Pay attention, especially too, you got to look at the rice. You got to look at the cornmeal. You got to look at the grits. You got to look at the bread. You got to look at the pancake mix. You just got to look, read the ingredients. That's why Yolanda, I just seen you register for the presentation. They falling in right now, man. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody on Monday. It's going to be lit. So if that made sense, drop a yes in the chat. If it made sense, how this could lead to weight gain and this could lead away from weight gain, drop a yes in the chat. Let me see who pulled up in here and put it in park. Mandy, what they do, man? Okay. Lucretia, what's good? D3, what's good? That's what's up, man. That's what's up. All right. So if it's making sense, right? I want you to put I'm reading ingredients. Just put that in the comments. I'm reading ingredients. Write it down. Write it down and put it into the ethers. Joyce, I just seen you register for the presentation. Heather, I just seen you register for the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you. Apologies for all the people that I've been missing because they coming in fast. I'm reading the ingredients. I see you, Martha. What's good? I see y'all, man. Okay, Lisa Hayes. What's up, Lisa? I see you. So I'm telling you, listen. If you just make that one switch and switch from the enriched versions of what you like to the version that wasn't put through that enrichment process, you'll still be eating what you want. You'll still be eating what you want. You'll still be eating bread, pasta. You know what I'm saying? What? You'll still be eating rice. And watch what I tell you, your weight gonna start dropping. It's gonna trip you out. It's gonna trip you out, man. All right, so now look, I'm gonna let me get this thing going, man. I'm about to crank this oven up. I'm gonna put this chicken in the oven. I'm putting this chicken on, I'm cooking it on 425. I'm gonna hit it with a hot heat. Matter of fact, 430. I'm gonna hit it with a hot heat so we can get that going. Now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna start on this roux. I'm gonna start on this roux for this for these potatoes, man. So let me cut that on. Nice. My wife getting the potatoes cut up. Let me get one of these potatoes so I could just show them one out of there. Let me show you how this, what I'm talking about with this food processor. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take the whole, I'm just gonna show them. Look at this. So she back there getting these potatoes going. She just dropped the whole potato in the top and it just cut them up like this in thin little slices. So these are the potatoes that's gonna go in this potato dish. Watch how this come out. Look, this is Cooking and Thinking Thursday. We do not have to sacrifice flavor to lose weight. Trust me on this one. I'm showing you in real time what's going on. This meal gonna be so full of flavor, it's gonna blow your mind. Watch this. So now I got some olive oil. Where'd I just put the I got side right here. It go. I'm doing 3 tablespoons of olive oil to start this roux. 1, 2, 3, and a little bit more. All right. Now I got that on the heat over here. I'm gonna drop a little bit of olive oil on these vegetables. I'm about to saute them down in a second, cause that's going in the potato. I don't even got a name for this. A matter of fact, when I'm done, and we'll see how it come out, how it look. I'm gonna ask the chat for a clever name for this dish, cause this is a new creation right now. I'm sorry if I'm missing any questions, y'all. Let me see. Turn your phone. Yeah, I got 5 phones lined up in a line, so it's kind of I'm doing my best to kind of make sure that I'm on all the screens at the same time. But then it's like my counter's only like this big, you feel me? So it's like I'm working with it. I'm working with what I got. So is wild rice the best rice to buy? Well, when it comes to rice, that's a great question. When it comes to rice, I lost 100 pounds eating mostly jasmine rice because that's what my family liked. But wild rice is a great option. It wasn't enriched. I get jasmine rice, but they enrich jasmine rice too, so you got to be careful. You got to read the ingredients. But jasmine rice, natural jasmine rice, basmati rice, emperor's rice, brown rice, you know what I mean? Sushi rice, short grain white rice, natural that wasn't enriched. I eat. The main thing is Gwen. I just seen Gwen register for the presentation, or excuse me, Gina registered for the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there. So that's the main thing. Just reading the ingredients. You'll notice any rice that was enriched, you'll see the niacin, monothiamine, mononitrate, folic acid. You'll see that. So when you get in rice, you just want to see the type of rice plant in the ingredient. Get that type. And then start getting on the scale every day. Let me see. Yeah, I love black rice too, man. Oh, you found them blackberries? You just went fish. Shout out. Yeah, you must live on. I used to live in Washington State. It used to be so many blackberries all over out there. We used to get them big. I ate so many blackberries, I got tired of them. Now I miss them. We down here in Miami, we don't got blackberries, but this is getting out of hand back here.
He said, said somebody's supposed to be coming.
For real? Today? Mm-hmm. Nice. All right, so now what I'm about to do is I'm about to get this roux going. I want y'all to be able to see how this come together, and at the same time, I'm trying to drop helpful information along the way. We're cooking and we're thinking. This is Cooking and Thinking Thursdays, man. The whole purpose of Cooking and Thinking Thursdays is to I need a whisk from out of there too. Is to think when we cook, man. We're making sure that we cooking food that's full of flavor, but we making sure that we're using all the right ingredients that's gonna help us lose the weight we want to lose and keep it off. Appreciate you. So I'm gonna whisk this roux up right here. So this is a roux, so it's just olive oil, and you see how it look. It's just olive oil and natural flour that I'm whisking up. All right, let me get this going. Now I'm gonna crank these veggies up and get these sauteing. So now we got that roux going. Now I'm excited about this, man. Let me think what I'm about to put in here. I'm about to put some in this roux. I'm finna put some garlic powder. I'm finna put some mustard powder. I'm finna put some I'm gonna put some herbs in here. I'm low-key freestyling this for real. I'm gonna put some red pepper flakes in here. I'm actually gonna put a little chipotle powder in here. I'm definitely gonna use some of this truffle salt. I'm dropping truffle salt in there. I'm definitely going to use some cracked black pepper. In this roux. I'm gonna whisk him up. So this is the roux right, I'm trying to let you see it. This is the roux right here. It already smells good. Woo! All right, now I'm going to drop the coconut milk in this roux. Where's that? There we go. So this is coconut milk. Again, let's look at the ingredients. Organic coconut extract and water. A lot of times when you buy coconut milk, it's going to be gar gums. There's going to be gums in there, and them gums actually lead. It's hard for our body to break them down, and so it gets stuck in us longer. So it leads to weight gain because of that. You know what I mean? So let me stir this up while I'm dropping it. So you want to whisk this down. I want to whisk this down while I'm mixing it in with this roux so it don't be clumpy. So this is going to be the cream sauce that I put on these potatoes. Remember, I got onions and bell peppers that I'm sauteing too that's going to go in this. So this is going to kind of be like our ground potatoes, but different. It's going to be white when it come out. It's a white sauce. So let me let this thicken up. I'm going to put it on heat, put it on medium, and let that get going. All right, now, hold on. All right, so now our oven's on 350. I'm about to drop the chicken in the oven in a minute. What time is it? Going on 4 o'clock. We sitting good with the time. Look, prayers up, blessings up. Welcome to Cooking and Thinking Thursdays, man. I like to do this on Thursdays because I like to spread the message that it's just as important to think about what ingredients we're using in the food as it is to think about how to make it taste good. It's just as important, man. So now, I'm gonna drop a little bit of truffle sea salt on these veggies. A little cracked black pepper. You can hear them things sizzling. These are bell peppers and onions right here. No, look at it. Look at how thin this processor. That's too thin.
Yeah, I don't know why those came out like that.
Look at how thin this food processor cut this potato. It cut this thing paper thin. You could see through it for real. We getting that, but shout out my sister Nafrisha. She gifted us this food processor, man. This thing is good. We learning how to use it though. You know what I mean? All right, so now we got this thing sizzling. Woo! Look at these bell peppers and onions sizzling. Stop playing. I'm gonna use these in these potatoes. That already is smelling real good in here right now. Alright. So now, the next thing I'm probably gonna start looking at getting together. Once this roux is ready, I'll be able to put these potatoes in a glass baking tray and put that roux and cream sauce over them and bake them things in the oven. I'm putting the potatoes and the chicken in the oven. Straight up. And once that happens, I'm just gonna let the oven do what it's supposed to do, keep an eye on it, and then I can start working on this fish. And then I'll make a little Caesar salad. And then we just waiting from there, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm very excited about is Monday coming up. On Monday, we doing the last Eat What You Love and Way Less reprogram presentation. We built out, shout out my wife, man. My wife been putting in so much work in the back end of building out this community. And shout out Gabby and Chesco we got a team that's all been putting this thing together for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like just as another option for people that want hands-on help to go through a process. We built it out. You know, we even got a meal plan. We got weight loss resources. We got a weight loss platform, a private community that we're all going to be engaged in, holding each other accountable to simple daily activities. We're going to be doing weekly Zoom coaching calls where I'll be guiding everybody through the understanding of what switches to make and what mindset work to do to have a transformation. You know what I mean? This is what it's all about. So on the presentation, I got testimonials and all, man. Shout out Steve Harris. He lost like 30 pounds in 40 days. He been exercising heavy though. But shout out Leah. She lost 118 pounds, tapping in and putting the information to practice. You know what I mean? Shout out Hakeem. He lost 100 pounds. They tapped in with the situation when I first started getting this thing going, late 2022. So, you know, if you want to register for the presentation where I'm going to be explaining how everything works, feel free to register, man. You know, to be real with you, like there's no doubt in my mind that the value of this reprogram, this coaching opportunity and weight loss community, the value of it is literally worth thousands of dollars because it's going to be a life transformation that happens. And we're guaranteeing results. But the good news is whoever joined is only going to be paying a fraction of what it's worth. And everybody that we take through this process, this is the only group that I'm going to be doing it personally. Because this group right here, we're going to take all these Zoom calls that we have and we're going to turn it into a digital product. So then it'll just be the weight loss community. We'll have the weight loss program, and then we'll turn the actual Zoom calls into a digital format. So, and I'll keep selling it. So this way I'll still be helping people, but I won't have to actually do the Zoom calls over and over because it's the same information that we're going to be going over. So this is going to be the only group that go through the process live. So everybody else in the future going to be watching all of whoever joined it. They're going to be watching y'all, and then down the line, I'm already knowing people are going to transform their life, and this is going to be testimonials. So I'm just gassed up, man. I'm excited. If you want to register for the presentation, I got the link up underneath my profile picture. April, I just seen April register for the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there. All right, so we got these onions. We got these onions and bell peppers where I want them. I'm looking at this roux. I'm letting it get a little bit thicker. It's looking real good. I'm gonna let this go for probably a few more minutes. This chicken is going in the oven, y'all. Dropping this chicken right here in the oven. Now, I'm gonna get these potatoes right. Check this. I'm gonna get these potatoes right now. I want to drizzle a little bit of olive oil on these potatoes. These are the potatoes right here. And then I want to put a little bit of sea salt and a little bit of cracked black pepper on these potatoes directly. I'm telling you, I have a feeling this is gonna be so good, dog. Watch, you're watching a new recipe in real time. Look at this roux. Starting to get thick. I don't know if I can see that. That roux starting to get thick. Oh God! I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I believe it's the creator of all things, man. Like, I just be getting ideas. I get ideas, man. Watch this. I'm gonna take these potatoes and I'm gonna kind of mix them up a little bit. Oh shoot. I kind of just want to get them coated. I kind of want to coat them with that salt and pepper and a little bit of that olive oil before I put more flavor on them. You feel me? This is Cooking and Thinking Thursday. We cooking and we thinking. The main thing we thinking about is making sure we use the right ingredients. And then we putting our mind on making sure that we put a lot of flavor on this food, man. So I'm gonna kind of layer this these potatoes, man. So I'm gonna kind of layer these because I want to make sure that the flavor get all through here. So watch how I do this. Listen, if the concept of these potatoes sound good to you, drop some fire emojis in the comments, man. Drop some fire emojis if the concept of these potatoes sound good to you, because it's just a concept right now. We ain't gonna know until it's done. Drop some fire emojis if it sounds good to you. Now look. These gonna come out like au gratin potatoes. Here go the roasted, here go the sauteed onions and bell peppers. I'm dropping a little bit in here. You know what I mean? I see the fire emojis dropping. That's love. That's love. So I'm gonna do like half of it on the bottom, in the middle, and then I'll put the rest on the top. You see how that thing coming out back? Yeah. All right. Now look, we got the roux. Hold on. Let me. I feel like I need to put a little bit more potatoes on here just because I want to do half and half. Now I'm gonna drop like half of this roux. I wanted to make sure that the roux get all over these potatoes. Feel me? I'm gonna spread this out a little bit. Bam. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, now I'm gonna drop the rest of these potatoes on top. Oh yeah. I might have could have used like 1.5 cans of that coconut milk, but this might be good too. I'm not gonna know until it's done, because I wanted it to be real creamy. But this is, like I said, this is my first time, so I might not even use. How many potatoes you had cut up, eh? 6, huh? For real. Everybody got to eat. I'm just gonna cook all these potatoes. I'm cooking all these potatoes. All right, man. So now, you see how this thing coming together. I don't even got a name for this yet, man. I'm gonna ask y'all, man, what y'all think this should be named. You feel me? It's like au gratin potatoes, but it ain't no cheese. Like, it's just a roux that we putting on here. I've been seeing the registrations come in. Deshelle, I just seen you join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing. What am I cooking? Well, this is an original recipe that is my first. It was just an idea that I had. Because I like au gratin potatoes, but I stopped eating cheese. So I had the idea to make a roux and then use coconut milk to make it thick, put the flavor all inside of that roux and coconut milk to make a cream sauce. I sauteed some onions and bell peppers, and I'm using the onions, bell peppers, and this cream sauce, and I'm putting it over these potatoes, and I'm gonna bake it. I don't know what it's called. I don't even know what to call it. This is gonna be the side though. We got some baked chicken going in the oven right now that I'm making into barbecue baked chicken. So that's going. And then also I got some fresh grouper right here that I'm gonna be putting in the air fryer. The grouper me and my wife gonna eat. And then I'm gonna do a Caesar salad. We're gonna plate this thing over some fresh spinach. And we're gonna get this thing going, man. So that's what it is. This is Cooking and Thinking Thursday. We cooking and we thinking. We like to do this on Thursdays. I like to show people in real time, like examples of how I lost 100 pounds. Like, I lost 100 pounds eating like this. Straight up. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of people on this live that know how to cook, that are great chefs. So that's great. If you already know how to cook, trust me when I say you want to join this presentation, and I highly encourage you to join the reprogram and go through this process. If you do gotta go to lose weight and it's been hard for you to get the weight off and you're just tired of it, that's what I specialize in. I feel like I might be one of the best on planet Earth on helping people lose weight. And so what I'm saying is, if you know how to cook, when you learn these principles, it's gonna be easy for you to lose the weight. If you don't know how to cook, that's why I like to do Cooking and Thinking Thursday, because it's an important part of this process. Corey, I just seen Corey join the presentation. It's unfortunate. We used to learn how to cook in school. We used to have home ec, and they used to teach us how to cook in school. They ain't even teaching kids how to cook no more. You got to teach your own children how to cook. And then with fast food, and now with Uber Eats and all of this, DoorDash and everything, like less and less people learn how to cook. But the problem with that is finding food pre-made for us. If we do got to go to lose weight, finding food that's pre-made for us, right, with all the right ingredients is kind of tough. Sometimes you might have a taste for a certain food and you might not be able to find it to where all the ingredients fit to eat what you love and way less reprogram principles. So then if that's the case, then good news, you can make it yourself. But if you don't know how to cook, then that could be an excuse that you have to go ahead and get the stuff that you know that's going to keep the weight on you, and then that's just going to be longer that you be overweight. So that's why I like to do Cooking and Thinking Thursdays. I like to do Cooking and Thinking Thursdays to just show the process of cooking and inspire people to get in the kitchen, man. We got to get in the kitchen and we got to prepare our meals. If we can't find it made with the right ingredients, we got to love our temple enough to do that. It's important. If that makes sense, say that makes sense in the comments. If what I just said makes sense, say that makes sense in the comments. Let me see who pulled up in here. So now I'm dropping this roux. Say that makes sense in the comments if what I just said made sense to you. Sometimes it's dangerous to put our well-being in the hands of other people that are preparing our food because we don't know how to cook. So guess what? It ain't hard to cook. It ain't hard, man. Especially now with YouTube. Man, you can go on YouTube and they got videos on YouTube right now. You could look up your favorite meal from any restaurant. Real talk. You could go to a restaurant and be like, man, I really like this meal I just got. You can go on YouTube and look up a how-to video of how to prepare that meal, and you're gonna see a video pop up with a chef showing you step by step how to make it. And then you just sit there in the kitchen with your phone right there next to you, and you just go through it step by step and do just what they do. Do just what they do, man. If you do that for a year, man, I'm telling you, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. If you don't know how to cook, if you do that twice a week for a year, in a year you're gonna be so good at cooking it's gonna blow your mind. But you just gotta do it. Look at them potatoes. Oh my God. Now, we got the, I don't know how I'm gonna do this though, because we got the chicken on 430. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna put the chicken on the bottom and I'm gonna put this one on the top because it's kind of hot for this. I wanted to bake this more like on 350. I didn't think this all the way through this part till right now. I'm gonna put this on the top. I gotta keep an eye on this. Let me cut the timer on. Man, if you hear this timer going off and I'm ignoring it, can you just remind me? Because sometimes I'll be so focused on what I'm talking about I don't hear it. All right, I'm gonna set the timer for 30 minutes. Matter of fact, 20. Let me take a look at it in 25 minutes. All right, so that's that. Get that out the way. Let me move this out the way. So now, let me put these in a bowl because I'm gonna use these too. I'm gonna use these greens in a little bit, these spinach greens, when we plate everything up. All right, let me throw this away. So now the only thing really left is we got the chicken going. I gotta get this fish ready to go. So this is grouper, and I'm gonna cook this in an air fryer. Now, I've been seeing in the comments, some people have been saying, you know, air fryers are real bad to use, and I think it's an interesting topic to talk about. So, let me know in the comments if you ever heard that, like air fryers are dangerous. Drop a yes in the comment if you ever heard air fryers are dangerous. Drop a yes in the comment. If you heard people say like you gotta like be careful with the air fryers. Let me see who pull up in here. Butterfly heard it before. User 8, what they do, man? May, what's good? Buddha heard about it. I've been hearing it. Like it's not like everybody said, but I've been seeing it. Like it's starting to be a thing. So what I'm aware of, and like I say, I don't know. I don't got all the answers, but you know what when I looked into it, they were saying what's the problem with most air fryers is that they're made with the black Teflon spray. And when you just like the same with like a lot of non-stick pans. Cola, I just seen Cola register for the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there. I'm gassed up about this presentation, man. I'm telling you, this is gonna be the last one before we launch. We already got a group of people registered to go through this reprogramming. We can only get 60 more people in here. I'm doing a free presentation to explain the whole situation, and I'm giving out 3 secrets that's going to be useful. It's just going to be dope. And then I'm going to present you with the offer, and if you want to do it, you do it. If not, you don't. It's no pressure. But what I'm saying is the last presentation that I'm doing is on Monday, and if you want to register, it's free to register. I got the link underneath my profile picture. You can register, and then I'll see you on Monday, man. And then so what we're going to do is we're going to run the presentation, and then whoever sign up that day and join the reprogram group coaching and weight loss community, the next day on Tuesday we launch, and that'll be the first Zoom call that we all get on. And I roll my sleeves up, and I'm finna give y'all the game and step by step, and then we're gonna have daily accountability work for the week. And we got a platform where we're all going to be in a private group together where we're going to be dropping our accountability work, connecting with accountability partners, holding each other accountable until the next Zoom call a week later. And we do the same thing. I deep dive into more coaching, Q&As, get your questions answered. Then we do a system of accountability until the next call. You know what I mean? So we do that. It's a 28-day process. And it's the same process I coach people when I coach people one-on-one. 90% of the people I've coached have gotten the results of losing weight. Brenda, I just seen Brenda join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you. So that's going to be the situation. And there's perks and all of that that's involved. But that process starts on the 25th. So if you want to, if you're interested and you just want to see like all the details, you could register for the presentation. It's free. We're doing that on Monday. The link is underneath my profile picture. And I'm gassed up about that for real. Like I'm super gassed up about that. Now I was just saying something, but remember what I was saying right before I said that, babe? I don't even know if it was the air fryers, right? They were saying it's the Teflon. Kim, I just seen Kim join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there, Queen. And they were saying it's the Keflon. So they say when that heat up, chemicals come off of it and it go into the food, and they're saying that it's been studies that say it leads to cancer. I just seen W join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you, Dub. But so we got us an air fryer that don't got no Teflon in it. For what it's worth, they do got them. They cost a little bit more. Nice. So look, this is a piece of grouper. Big slab of grouper that I'm about to air fry for me and my wife. Big slab of grouper. I ain't gonna lie, this grouper look amazing. It's heavy, like this look like a good piece of fish. Hold on, I'm just getting this vein out of it. All right, let me get some paper towels. I want to dry this thing down. So that's what I'm about to do with this grouper. I'm gonna season them down, and then I'm gonna, air fry it. So I'm just getting the water off of it. So, I like to give people advice that the old me would have appreciated. Basically, and this is real talk, when I do the videos I do, when I'm going live, Marshall, I just seen you join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you. I'm talking to my old self intentionally. This thought crossed my mind that this is the way that I think would be the best way that I can help people along the way. Kumba, I just seen Kumba. I wonder if that's the Kumba I know from doing the petitions. I've only met one Kumba. I wonder if that's Kumba from the petitions. Denise, what they do? I seen Denise join the presentation. Let me not go off on a riff, man, because just think about Kumba brought me to a whole story I could tell y'all, but let me try to stay on focus. He just brought me back. He brought me back. Really cool. It's really, now that I'm thinking about it, Kumba, because Kumba told me that, because I was doing petitions, right? I feel like I gotta just say this because it's interesting. I was doing petitions in 2019, right? Where I would get people to fill out the petition, and it was to legalize weed in in Florida. And everybody that printed their name, put their birthday, and signed it, they was paying $5 per name. And when I found out they was doing that, I went nuts. I was like, what? $5? All they got to do is put their name and birthday? Are you kidding? I hit the street. I was going to Walmart's, Winn-Dixie's. I was going to every event where there was a lot of people. I was just going to wherever it was traffic. I was jumping on the metro rail to the bus stations, and I'm just hollering at everybody. I literally was hitting for like $750 to $1,200 a day. I'm getting I had a stack of papers like this. I'm like, because look, I'm like this on the live, but I'm like this in real life too. I'm able to communicate like this because I have literally spoken to hundreds of thousands of people face to face and tried to get them to do something. And I'm not joking. I started when I was 15 doing like approaching strangers trying to get them to buy something from me. So what I'm saying is I was doing those petitions, right? But then I was on the street. I was on 54th Street at the Winn-Dixie on 54th in the city. Jessica, I just seen Jessica join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you, right? And so I'm out there doing the petitions at the Winn-Dixie on 12th and 54th. That's right there in Liberty City. And Marcel is right down the street from the Pork and Beans Projects, if you know Miami. So I was out there booming the petitions. And then this dude pulled up in a BMW, pulled up and hopped out with the petitions. And he go to signing people up. I'm like, who is this? So I went and introduced myself. And I'm like, where you from? Because he sounded different. I could tell he wasn't from Miami. So he was like, yeah, man, I move around, but I'm from Africa. But I'm just out here doing the petitions. And I'm like, what you mean you move around? Like you just out here doing it? He's like, yeah, I just go to wherever it's sweet at, right? He's like, it's sweet right here, but it's about to run out. It ain't going to be that sweet in Miami. Up next, I'm going to LA. He was like, bro, you need to go to LA, bro. He was like, I see how you out here signing everybody up. He was like, bro, you will make 10, 20, something, maybe even $30,000 a week with the petitions in LA. So I was like, say that again? He was like, yeah, 10, 20, maybe 30 a week. I was like, bro, stop lying. Don't tell me that. I was like, bro, don't tell me that because I'll jump on the plane so fast. He was like, I'm telling you, bro, I'm telling you. He's like, that's where I'm going next. Because I just seen a Kumba register, so I'm like, I wonder if that's Kumba. But so I ended up going out there, man. I went out there. It was sweet, but it wasn't that sweet. I was making more like $5,000 a week. Sometimes it'll be like 2,500, sometimes 5,000, sometimes 32. Like you feel me? It was like that. So it wasn't as sweet as I thought it was gonna be, but it was all right. But I ain't have nothing else going for me legit though. So you know. And then right after that, the pandemic hit. But what I'm saying though, that trip to California, if it weren't for that trip to California, there was a lady that I met in Corona, California, and I'm not gonna get into it because it's kind of more private. But there was a lady that I met in Corona, California, that I believe to this day was an angel in the flesh, like a person, but she was literally an angel. And the conversation that we had, like, is because of that conversation why I'm here and why I'm doing all of this and why I'm aware of where I'm in. Like, it was like an extraterrestrial experience almost. Like, it was mind blowing. Right there in Corona, California, man. I'm telling you, true story, man. So if it weren't for Kumba, I would have never went on that trip out there, man. So if that was you, Kumba, shout out to you, man, because I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him since I met that lady. I actually seen him in L.A. I seen him in L.A., but I didn't tell him. I think it was before I seen the lady. Anyway, let me get back on track. My bad, y'all. Dizzy, it's all love, man. It's all love. So it say, tell us, please. I would, but I kind of want to stay on track. I want to help people lose weight on this live. You know what I mean? All right, so look. And on top of that, it's kind of like, because of the nature of the conversation, it could ruffle some people's feathers that have different type of spiritual beliefs. You know, everybody, it was a very spiritual conversation. That's why I say in my spirit, I really believe she was an angel. Like, for me, like, I believe the creator of all things sent that angel to me with that message at that time. I really do. So, but if I went into the details of the conversation, like, you know what I'm saying? It could, you know, some people might not be able to take it right. All right, so here we go. Let's get this thing going. So look, I got this right. So you notice what I did? I put a little olive oil on here. Let me fold this over. Put this on top. All right, so these are grouper slabs. We got the potatoes in the oven. We got the chicken bacon in the oven. All right. I'm gonna season this thing down now. I'm gonna put some. I don't like Tabasco sauce, but I like Chipotle Tabasco sauce. But like the regular Tabasco. Oh Lord, I didn't mean to join this. How I get off this, man? How I get off of this? Somebody on TikTok let me know. I didn't want to get on this. Whoever. Oh. TikTok, I'm about to get off this live and get back on. Yeah, like on TikTok, like people be trying to go live with you. I ain't on that. And then they be battling, like, disrespecting each other for people could like pay them money. Y'all can have that. I'm straight. All right, here we go. We going back live on TikTok. My bad, y'all. I accidentally joined a battle. Man, I'm not finna battle with y'all, man. TikTok got everybody battling each other for a few dollars. That ain't the vibe for me. Y'all ever see that on TikTok? Drop a yes in the chat if you've seen that on TikTok where they be battling back and forth. Drop a yes in the chat if you ever seen them little TikTok battles they be doing. And then it's like you see the little thing on the top of the screen going this way, like, oh, such and such gifted me the big da-da-da. Or you see, yeah, Tasha know what I'm talking about. Joy know what I'm talking about. If you ever been on TikTok, you'll see it, man. Like, it'd be like these TikTok battles. I peeped it. I'm like, I feel like it's just another tactic for dividing and conquering. It's another division tactic to keep us divided. Once I seen that, I'm like, man, I'm straight. So I put a little bit of Tabasco, Chipotle Tabasco. Now watch how this come together now. I'm gonna put some garlic on here. I'm air frying this grouper. This is grouper right here. Put some garlic. I'm gonna put some paprika. I'm gonna put some chipotle powder. I'm gonna put some turmeric. You might want to write these ingredients down for the next time you about to fry or air fry or bake anything. Garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika, chipotle powder, turmeric. This is onion powder. A French blend of herbs. Dog, this is gonna be so good. Oh my God! Let me see what we looking like down here. I feel like I didn't have enough roux, man. I should have stretched that out more. But it's all right. We live and we learn. I think it'll still be good. I'm gonna do some truffle sea salt. If you never had truffle sea salt, man, I suggest it. I never even I never even used that until like a year ago. I seen it in Publix and I was like, I wonder if this is good, and I just got it, and I'm glad I did. We've kept one on deck since. It just is nice. It just tastes good. All right, so now we're gonna hit the other side. Onion powder, garlic powder, paprika. Drop some paprika on that thing. We cooking and we thinking. This is Cooking and Thinking Thursdays. I'm showing in real time how I lost 100 pounds still eating the food that I love. Like, you're going to see this whole meal come together. And this is just I like to show people the truth of the reality. The fact is, once I realized that I could eat what I like, and I seen my weight was coming down, and I became aware of how to identify the right versions of what I like, it's like I had a mindset shift from feeling like eating healthy was a mission and I didn't really want to do it, to realizing, dang, man, I'm still eating what I like. I just was always eating the wrong versions of what I like. I want to do this for the rest of my life. I don't never want to go back to eating the options that I used to eat. You get what I'm saying? I had a mindset shift. So once I had that mindset shift, at that point, it was just easy. Like it was a preference. It was like a lifestyle change. Like I was happy to do this. I'm happy to do this. So it don't seem like a mission. So that's my goal, is to help people to have that mindset shift. That's also my goal, to drop 80 to 100 pounds. Cuddy, listen, it ain't nothing to it but to do it, bro. You know what I mean? I highly suggest joining our presentation, man. I got a link underneath my profile picture. I'm doing the Eat What You Love and Way Less reprogram. We're launching our actual weight loss community and group coaching program, but I'm doing a free presentation to, go over the details and give out some secrets or whatever. If you want to register, it's free. It's underneath my profile picture. Anybody that wants to register, feel free. This is actually going to be the last presentation I do before we take this group. We already got a group of people that's registered. So everybody that register on Monday, that's going to be that. That'll be the group. We can only get 60 more people in this group, because we want to make sure that everybody gets, personalized, attention throughout this process. It's a team of us that's going to be doing this. You know what I mean? So, so if you want to, register, feel free. I'll go through the details. Anybody that wants to register, feel free. But just know this is going to be the last one. And I'm gassed up about it, man. Why? Someone said, why did you start beefing with Kendrick and Drake? I used to love rap, man. I used to love everything about it, man. Now I see it different. Like I see the tricks all in the game. Like I don't like it no more. Matter of fact, I got it's a part of my spirit that look at it like the enemy. Kayona, I just seen the order come through. Kayona is love. I used to rap and all that, man. I used to want to be a rapper. I got all type of songs. We had a studio and all that, man. I did all that, man. I was promoting groups and promoting clubs and hitting the club, doing all that. Heather just joined the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you, man. But then I just started to see things more clear. I'm telling you, really, my eyes didn't open up like that until after I had that conversation with the angel I told y'all about in Corona, California. After she told me what I needed to study, and I went to studying it, and my mind just changed. Like I just changed completely. I literally changed my name. That's why my name is Jabez El Israel. Behind that process of over 1,000 hours of studying and getting my mind blown. Sheila, I just seen Sheila join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there. When the pandemic hit, I ain't have nothing but time on my hands. And I utilized that time. Man, I looked at it like I got locked up. Like, I'm just finna study this whole time. I'm not finna watch no TV, nothing. I'm just gonna educate myself. That's all I'm doing. And I'm investing in courses and coaching and mentorships. And that's it. That's all I did, for real. Shakiwa, I just seen Shakiwa. Patricia joined. Oh, man, I'm looking forward to seeing y'all in the presentation. It's going to be lit. Look at this grouper. So we got that grouper going. You know, I'm going to drop this in the air fryer. We got the chicken in the oven, remember. We got these potatoes in the oven going. Man, I don't think it was enough. I ain't have enough sauce, man. You heard me? It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. I could tell. I needed 2 cans. I know for next time. It's still going to be good. The potato's going to cook its flavors all through it. But I wanted that thing to be real creamy. Huh? You know what? You're right. You're right. All right. That's what I'm gonna do. My wife, she just had a real good idea. She said take it out and then add some more coconut milk to it, but cook the coconut milk down with some flavor and add that to it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let me see. All right, so hold on, y'all. My bad. I gotta attend to what I'm doing right now. This Cooking and Thinking Thursdays. We cooking and we thinking. So we got a little bit more coconut milk. I'm gonna add to this mixture. I'm gonna drop this in the. Oh shoot, man! I just spilled. Dang it! Hold on. Fumble. Shout out to everybody that pulled up, man. Like I say, this Cooking and Thinking Thursdays, we cooking and we thinking, man, and we just, we making sure we using all the right ingredients. What I'm gonna do, because the food gonna be ready in probably about, 20 minutes. And when the food ready, I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna do a Q&A, so then I can really do a deep dive into getting questions answered and helping people lose weight. So I'm kind of like, this section of the live is more so just showing cooking tactics and just chopping it up. You know what I mean? Been cooking for 5 hours. I started cooking. It ain't been that long, man. I started cooking at I think 3. Like an hour and a half. Why did I think you were a vegan? LOL. I literally was just talking about that probably 20 minutes ago. People think I'm a vegan because I eat mostly, I don't eat that much fish. I don't eat that much meat. But I barely ever, I haven't ate chicken in like a year and a half. But if I wanted, I'll eat it. You know what I mean? Same with steak. About the same thing. I might eat steak a couple times a year. Fish I eat on average, probably once or twice a week. But I've been cutting back from animal flesh since 2020. But if I wanted, I'll eat it. You know what I mean? I just think it's good to note for people that are trying to lose weight, because because of this whole vegan craze right now, a lot of people feel, I feel like a lot of people feel like they gotta stop eating meat to lose weight. But I lost 80% of my weight, still eating, you know, I was still eating chicken, steak, ribs, all that. So when I did, in 2020, when I did start cutting back on the animal flesh, I lost like 20 more pounds. For what it's worth, you know what I mean? Let me taste this. I'm my bad, y'all, because I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing, because I'm looking at these potatoes, and I don't even know if this is going to work, but I'm about to try it. So I'm dropping a little bit more of this coconut milk into these potatoes, because I wanted it to be a little bit more, like, creamy, like, so I made a roux, right? But it wasn't enough. So as I'm looking at the potatoes, I'm like, I don't think this is going to be what I was looking for. So now, as I'm adding this, I'm real curious how this is gonna come out, because I'm putting the coconut milk in there at 2 separate times during the cooking process. So whatever, we gonna see. This is my first time doing this. This is why I like to like cook meals and get it right before I go live. But I wanted to be like rebellious today. Like, I wanted to try something new on Cooking and Thinking Thursdays. So here we are. So we gonna see. I feel like that's too much now. I hear it. So here's the potatoes so far. You know what I'm saying? They're coming together now. So I'm about to check. Dang, that oven hot. It just blasted me. Look at my own glasses fogged up. You see them? All right, now what I'm about to do is I'm about to get this fish in the air fryer. This about to be ready in a minute. So now I'm about to get this fish ready for the air fryer. I'm about to cut this thing down. As a matter of fact, cut it down to 350. All right, so now watch this. I'm gonna drop a little bit of olive oil in here. Drop that grouper like this. Bam. Perfect. I got space for all of them. Bam. Woo! So I'm gonna air fry that just like that. Look, you know, like when you see air fryers, when you see air fryers, they usually got that basket and they all black. That's what I was saying earlier on the live. You notice this right here, it don't got that. It ain't got the Teflon on the inside. So this is a different type of air fryer. But I like using this, man, because I like the way it make the food taste better than when I bake it. It thing come out good. So here we go. Let me put this fish in here. So that's about ready to go. That's gonna take 15 minutes to cook. So okay, let me I feel like I got too much going on. Let me clear my space. And I wanna, you know, right now at this point of the live, the last thing I gotta do is make a little Caesar salad. So I'm about to do that. Let me see if I got any questions in here. What's the brand so I can check it out? What brand? I missed it. If you could drop it again. If anybody got any questions, feel free to drop them. Matter of fact, let me ask y'all a question. If you gotta go to lose weight, right? I want you to drop in the comments Oh, the brand of the machine? I don't know, man. You just got to look up air fryers without Teflon. I think my wife got it off Amazon. But just make sure. I don't like to give brand advice. I like to give more so specifics about how it's made advice. You know what I mean? Same with like read the ingredients. Same type strategy. Drop in the comments what food is making it hard for you to lose the weight. What do you think is your biggest weakness? I just seen Janet register for the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there, Janet. Again, we're doing Eat What You Love and Way Less Reprogram presentation on Monday. It's the last one, so if you want to register, it's free. I got the link underneath my profile picture. Meat, okay, meat, sugar, pasta, sweets. Eating at night, that's actually a good one. All right, so I'm gonna address meat, and then I'm gonna address eating at night. All right, so when it comes to meat, right? And I was just talking about this. Like I lost 100 pounds. Right. If you don't know me, this was me in 2014. This is probably 2 months into my weight loss journey as far as being successful. But 80 of the 100 pounds that I lost, I was still eating chicken, steak, ribs. I was eating conch, shrimp, crabs, a lot of things that I don't eat anymore. I was eating during the majority of my weight loss journey. So from 2014 to 2020, I was eating meat pretty much every day. So I think that's interesting to note that 80% of the body weight that I accumulated, it wasn't because of meat. And I know that because of the process that I went through, because I went through a process of changing one thing at a time. You know what I mean? I looked at my weight loss journey in my body like it was a science experiment. So what I was doing, I was adding I had constant variables. Everything that I tried to switch, when I made a switch, like I was talking about enriched foods earlier, I went from the enriched food to the natural versions, and weight came off. Then I made another switch, and sometimes weight would come off, sometimes wouldn't. But I changed one thing at a time. So I didn't stop eating meat for 6 years, and I lost 80 pounds in about 3 years, and kept it off for 3 years. And so, for what it's worth. But then in 2020, I started cutting back on the animal flesh for more spiritual reasons and energetic reasons than anything else. And my energy did go up. My blessings did go up. And I did lose 20 more pounds. So when it comes to meat, there's that. You know what I mean? But it was more sort of processed food for when it came to the majority of the weight that was on me, to be real with you. Now, when it comes to eating late, I still eat late. What I really believe now, I think it's best to be done eating. Now, when you're trying to lose weight, right? And there's all type of research on this. If you get done eating, the earlier you eat your last meal, the better. So if you could be done eating 3, 4, 5 o'clock, that's great. 6, 7, if you could be done eating before the sun go down, that's fantastic. You know what I mean? That's going to make you lose weight faster. I lost weight relatively slow. So it's kind of like one of them things. But what I noticed, what I did do when it came to eating late, I followed the principles. The Eat What You Love and Way Less Reprogram principles. If you look at when I'm on my page, when I go into grocery stores, and I'm always showing like one version of foods, and then I show, look what I switched it out for. Drop a 4 in the comment if you ever seen one of them posts that I put up. If you ever seen a post where I was in the grocery store and I showed like a bag of chips, for example, and then I'll show the ingredients, and then I show a better option. Okay, I see the 4 dropping live, so y'all seen it. So that's an example of what I'm talking about. All of those examples are parts of the Eat What You Love and Way Less Reprogram. So what I'm saying is, as long as I chose the right ingredients late night, my weight still was trending down. It was slow. It was going up and down, but it was coming off. You know what I mean? So, and I noticed in periods of time when I wasn't eating late and I was getting to sleep early, or when I was fasting and like different experiments that I was doing throughout my life, the weight would come off me faster. So that's how that goes. So from going through that experience, it showed me that the most important thing to do is be aware of what to look for and be aware of where to look. That's why I'm always saying read the ingredients. If that makes sense, drop a yes in the chat. If that was helpful to you, drop a yes in the chat. Let me see, man. Let me see. Drop a yes if it was helpful. So here go that baked chicken. Oh, you know what? I'm tripping. Look at that chicken though. Woo! But it ain't done yet because remember I'm making this into I'm making that into a barbecue. I'm tripping. That's what I've been supposed to do. I'm making this into a barbecue little barbecue chicken. So let me get some of this barbecue sauce. I gotta doctor this up a little bit. I was supposed to been do this. I'm dropping some barbecue sauce in here for this chicken. And I'm gonna put a little bit of mustard in this. So I got some, that was some all natural barbecue sauce that I got from Sprouts. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna drop some of that in there, and then I'm gonna drop some maples. I'm gonna drop some maple syrup in here. I think I got some of my Grandpa Lee pack maple syrup in here somewhere. Oh, I think the kids might have smashed it. I'm gonna use some honey instead. Oh, look, I got some from the store. So I got some natural maple syrup. This is another switch that like I used to use like the Aunt Jemima syrup for pancakes. But that's, man, it basically is just a corn syrup. Like it ain't even maple syrup. This the real maple syrup. So, you know, all you want to see in the ingredients is just pure maple syrup. I don't know if you can see it right here, but it say pure maple syrup right here. Right here, pure maple syrup. It's kind of hard to see. But when I made this, that's, y'all be quiet. Is someone out there? Oh. So I'll drop a little maple syrup in there and some mustard, and I'm finna mix this up. And I'm gonna use this barbecue sauce on a chicken. Just to kick it up a notch. Let me taste it. That's it. I just wanted a little tang. I wanted a little tang with that mustard, you know what I mean? Remember, we got this fish in the air fryer. Once I put this barbecue, I'm trying to time everything out. Once I put this, I'm mad that I didn't. It might be good. Maybe the potatoes will soak some of that juice up. I'm mad I didn't make enough roux for these potatoes, man. I still think it's gonna be fire, but we're gonna see how it come out in a second. But so we got that going, but I'm timing everything out. Welcome to Cooking and Thinking Thursdays, man. This is just what is going on in real time. So we got the baked chicken in there. You know, our children gonna eat that. Me and my wife gonna have this air fry grouper with these potatoes, a little situation that I got going on in here. And I'm gonna do a Caesar salad with it. So I might as well get that going right now. And listen, I am beyond excited. I've been seeing people register for the presentation. The last presentation for the Eat What You Love and Way Less Reprogram will be on Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. All right, and that's in a few days. I'm going to be breaking down how the Eat What You Love and Way Less Reprogram can help you lose the weight you want to lose and never gain it back while still eating the foods that you love. It's a group coaching opportunity that I'm going to be taking a group of people through. Daily accountability work is not hard, but to get different if you agree that if you want to get, thank you for helping me with my weight loss. Tora, it's all love, man. If you agree that if we want to get different results, we have to do different things, drop a 4 in the comments. Drop a 4 in the comments if you could agree with the statement, if we want different results, we got to do different things. Let me see who pulled up in here and put it in park. Let me see who pulled up in here. Mike, what they do, man? Regina, what's good? Tina, I see you. Marvette, what's good? Kevin, I see you, man. Steve, what's good? Tracy, what's good? Tracy Thomas, I see you. Kim, what's good? Selena, shout out Selena. She just joined the presentation. Why I'm asking you that is because I make everybody agree to the fact that if you are going to let me coach you, you have to agree to let me hold you responsible. I'm going to hold you accountable to daily activities that you're going to have to do that are going to be different than from what you're doing, but you got to do them every day in order to get the result of losing the weight that you want to lose. So this is a part of our process is daily accountability work. It's the most important part of this. Consistency with changes that work is the key to losing the weight that you want to lose. That's just all there is to it. It ain't no way around it. A lot of people trying to shortcut. I'll take that back. There is. You could do surgery. You could do, now they got the, what they call that? The Prozac, it's the shot. What they call that? Somebody let me know in the comments what they call that. The Prozac. What's it called? But it's a thing, man. Like Ozempic. That's what it is. There you go. Ozempic. So that, and I actually took, and I'll talk about this in the presentation on Monday, but I actually took weight loss pills to lose weight. So I get it. I get trying to find ways to where it's like we can still eat what we want, like fast food, and not even have to pay attention and just magically lose the weight. But in all actuality, what I learned from my experience of changing what I was eating and eating more clean and staying consistent, what the benefit not only was the weight loss, it was I gained emotional control. I used to deal with depression and anxiety. It was I got way more clear minded. Like I used to kind of like have a fog in my mind, kind of like I wasn't as sharp. I really wasn't. I wasn't as like, it was kind of like that's the best way I could explain it. Like the way I think now, if thinking back to the way I used to think, it was like kind of like a fog on my brain. Like that went away, man. I'm way more creative now. Like I get creative ideas like this. This is what I'm doing right now is an idea that came from my head. Jessica, I seen Jessica join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there, Queen. So it's unfortunate, but a lot of the food options that's in this country not only lead to weight gain, but they also lead to psychological side effects. And I'm not even going to open up the health can of worms. But we all know deep down. If you've ever had the thought that there's so many people getting sick in this country behind the food that we eat, drop a yes in the chat. If you ever had that thought cross your mind and you like, man, it got to be the food. Why everybody falling from cancer? Everybody done lost somebody to cancer. Gary Crawford, I just seen the order come through, his love. Whitney know what I'm talking about. Okay, Tina, I see the yeses dropping. Yeah, if you ever had the thought that is the food, man, people getting sick behind this food, man, it got to be the food. I believe it's other things too, but I think that food probably is the number one biggest problem. So that's why I created the reprogram, because we was programmed to choose food based on brands that we recognize, that taste good. And we was programmed to choose food based on what we have a taste for. Shout out Brandon. I just seen Brandon register for the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there. It's going to be lit, man. I'm telling you. So I created the Eat What You Love and Way Less reprogram to help people reprogram themselves. I want to help you reprogram yourself to where once you realize, okay, I know what it is. I know what I was eating. Okay. I know what I could switch it out for. I'm still going to be eating what I like. And then once you do it, and then you stay consistent for a couple weeks, everybody that I've coached lost weight in the first week. You're going to be able to see the results in a few days. But you got to do the work, and you got to be honest with yourself and You know, I don't really care if you're honest with me. What matters is if you're honest with yourself. All I care about is the result that you get. I care about that, the result. Mark, what they do, man? I seen you, man. Mark just sent me a what's the name? So anyway, so that's the thing, man. When it comes to the daily accountability work that we do, it's simple and it leads to awareness. And once you have that awareness and we get on that scale every day, and the scale is what's going to tell us if it's working or not. Once we see that it's working and the weight coming down and we realize, and dang, look, I'm going to show y'all how to make an ice cream that's fire, full of flavor, that ain't going to put the weight on you. Pizza, burgers, sandwiches, chips, cookies, pasta. You feel what I'm saying? Bread. Where you can find them made already. If you can't find them made, how to make them yourself. What ingredients to use. Once you know and you doing it and the weight coming down, now what's going on? We falling out of the old program. I'm just looking for the brands that fit my budget and that I like the way they taste. To the new program, I'm looking for the right ingredients that fit my budget and I like the way they taste. And it's making my weight go down. That's the new program. Once that's in your mind and you make a choice that, man, I like doing this. Once that mindset shift happened to like, man, I used to feel like eating healthy was a mission. I didn't really want to dog, I like this. I would rather do this. Does it make sense what I'm saying? Once that mindset shift happens, it's easy to stay consistent. And the consistency is the biggest key of the whole thing. I got to go to help over 1 million people get down to their natural body size. But more importantly, stay there for life. Because I know what it's like to lose the weight and gain it back. Lose the weight and gain it back plus some. Lose some, gain it back. And I'm beating myself up. Drop a 4 in the chat if you could relate to that. Like you've been trying to lose weight, man, but it's like you'll stay consistent with a method for a while and then you fall back into your old ways and gain it back. You might exercise every day for 2 months and then you stop exercising. Next thing you know, a week go by, 2 weeks go by, 4 months go by. I see the 4 dropping. Sandy, what they do, I can relate. That's what I'm saying. I know what that's like. So that ain't what it's about. It ain't for me. It ain't about you helping. For me, it ain't like this. It ain't. I don't want to help you lose 50 pounds. I don't want to help you lose 100 pounds. I want you to get down to your natural size and stay there for the rest of your life. Because I feel like that's another thing that kind of we programmed into, like to set a number. And then once we get to our goal, we feel like we won. You know, and a lot of times we'll get to the goal. Cheryl, I just seen the order come through, or excuse me, you registered for the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you. Once we achieve our goal, a lot of times we was doing something that we really didn't want to do. Like we don't like exercising heavy. We don't like portion control. Like I don't know if you can relate. I'm really speaking from my experience. Angela, I just seen Angela join the presentation. Like it was like I'm doing this because I want to lose 50 pounds, and then so I'm doing it. I'm missing the old way I was eating, but I'm seeing the presentations, registrations coming in. Katrina, looking forward to seeing you in there. Pat, looking forward to seeing you in there. But so when we achieve the goal, it's like, oh, I made it. So then it's like, there's a lot of times we fall back into our old ways. But it's better to have a strategy that is like, I want to do this forever. It don't matter if I exercise or not. If I eat like this, that weight ain't gonna come back on me. As long as I'm not gluttonous. You have to following these principles, you have to be gluttonous to not lose weight. You have to be eating 4 or 5 times a day, just big plates, just eating way too much. But you'll notice when you start switching up, it's hard to be gluttonous. You know who benefits from our gluttonous behavior? It's the big food companies, man. They have spent billions, if not trillions of dollars on chemicals and additives to put into the food that make us want to keep on eating and eating and eating and eating and eating and eating. It's dope, man. Like, it's literally dope. You feel me? Like, it's just like there's different drugs on the street you can get and have different experiences. The chemistry game is vast. So they got things out here that we eat that don't really give us a high like that, but it's an amazing flavor experience. Next thing you know, we moving around like this, like, oh my God, it's so good. And I just want to keep eating and eating and eating. Yeah, that's the dope. And then we eating these things over and over and over again, not realizing what we doing, and it's getting all into our DNA and all through our body, all throughout our system. So when we stay consistent with a new tactic, what happened for me was I naturally started eating less and less. Like it wasn't like I was not doing portion control. My appetite just went down. And then later on, I was able to connect the dots like, oh, it's because my system cleared out. I really believe that. I eat way less now than I used to, man. And it wasn't like I'm not trying to do this. It's just I get full and I don't want no more. So I stop. If that makes sense, drop a yes in the chat, man. If what I just said made logical sense to you, drop a yes in the chat. Let me see who pulled up on you. I see the yeses dropping. Lawful, what they do, man. We getting this chicken going. Hold on, let me get a fork. We getting this chicken going. I should have moved it while it was cooking. A couple pieces are sticking to the glass. What's up, man?
What's up?
Say what's up to the live.
What's up?
How it smelling in here?
Amazing.
All praises, man. I wish I would have been on another note, I wish I would have been taught when I was younger by someone that I felt was like cool. I wish I would have had the explanation that I gotta earn my manhood, and that is my responsibility to provide for my family and my children and protect them and guide them and move throughout the community in a way that we got love and respect from our peers. And I have to develop these skill sets before I think about having sex out here. I gotta focus on learning what I need to learn, accumulating money where I got my own place, my own car. I helped my mother out, my father out, or auntie or whoever helped me. And now I'm providing for them, and I know what to do for a year or two. Okay, now I can start looking for my queen. And now when I'm having sex, let me ask y'all a question. This is on a side note, but it just hit my spirit. We all grown here. Don't get weird in the comments. Let me ask y'all a question. I'm putting this barbecue sauce on this chicken. Let me ask y'all a question and keep it real. Don't get weird about this, but in your opinion, what's your favorite thing about sex? Drop it in the chat. Your favorite thing about sex. Drop it in the chat. This is a grown-up conversation. We're not gonna get weird. We're not gonna be perverted. But I'm really curious. What's your favorite thing about sex? Drop it in the chat. Let me see who in here. I know you might be like, where are you going with this? I'm going somewhere. Trust me on this one. Someone say being married. There you go. Stamina. There you go. Someone say, let me see, pleasing. There you go. Two souls tying. There you go. Intimacy, connection, relaxing. Okay, I seen one. Someone say absolutely nothing. Intimacy, bonding, the noise. All right, so check it, right? And every probably couple of months, I ask Alive this question, because my whole thing, it was different. You know, it was a feeling thing for me. It was all about the feeling of it. You know what I mean? And what I realized in 2020 was the best thing about sex is that two people can get together and make an actual human being, man. Two people can actually make a person, man. that has a spirit in them and a personality and has a future and could potentially change the world and add value to their community. It blew my mind when I found out that our bodies are composed of over 100 trillion individual working cells. If you don't believe me, look it up. A human body is composed of Google search, does the human body have 100 trillion cells? 100 trillion cells. Now watch this. Each one of those cells is composed of over 100 trillion atoms. Right? So each one of those cells, and there's 100 trillion of them in our body, right? Over that, some people are saying. Each one of those cells, because of nanotechnology now, it's been discovered that each one of those cells actually has brain function waves coming off of it that match ours. So it's been discovered, right, that just one cell out of our body has the same amount of brain activity as our brain. So what that is saying is that they're actually as smart as we are. They're just moving on a micro, smaller scale. Like they're just we can't even see them with our eyes, but they're moving around and they're just as intelligent. But it composes our body. And so you got to look at that. That means that we in control of a body that's composed of over 100 trillion individual cells. If you take a piece of your skin, right, and put it under a microscope and look at it, and you could move the little glass tray 20 miles away and look at it under a microscope, you're going to see them cells moving around. So that means that it's not me. So that means I'm in control of it. So that means if I can control over 100 trillion cells to move whenever I want, I can control my vocal cords. I'm moving through this dimension in this temple. This is the most incredible thing that it's hard to wrap our mind around it. How deep and vast our going inside is. The knowledge of within is mind blowing, man. So what I'm saying is you can get with a person and have sex and make another person. But then I was programmed to what? You got to strap up, man. Be careful. You don't want to catch AIDS. You don't want to catch herpes or nothing like that. You got to be careful. Chlamydia out there, boy. And you don't want to have no kids. You don't want to have kids. But you do want to have sex. You're going to love the way it feels. But make sure you strap up. Be careful. That's how I was taught. If anybody else was taught like that, drop a 4 in the comments, man. I don't even know why because Makai came in here, I just thought about it. How big of a blessing he is. That made me think about it. If you feel like you was taught like that, though, like, like that's the way the viewpoint of sex was, and sex education was like, be careful, but have sex, but it ain't no education about how vast and amazing it is to be able to even make life and how big of a responsibility it is, but to set a goal and then achieve it, and then that's the prize. Then you could go find your queen, and then you have the prize. You can feel the feeling of it, but it'll be so much more deep. And now you and her are both ready to raise a family. And this is the biggest blessing that we have, man. Families make up a nation, man. It's the families. But we not thinking like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I would have been thinking like that, I ought to be so much farther along than I was right now. But it take like the right type of person to inspire, because it got to be a choice. That's just why I started to Eat What You Love and Way Less Reprogram. I'm making it as simple as possible to make that choice. I'm doing my best to use my words to paint a picture, to inspire people, to inspire you if you got to go to lose weight, to make a choice to just eat better versions of what you like and want to do that. And then I show you exactly what to do. And then when you do it, you'll see your weight coming down. And then it's like, oh, okay, I could have been doing this. And then you get all the benefits that come with it. We've been programmed in all different areas of life to lead us away from success and happiness and pleasure and towards pain, misery, despair. It's like a road laid out and we don't even see it until you start to see it. Then it's like somebody out here, there's some people out here that are very smart, man. They are very smart and very pernicious and very wicked. And you wouldn't even, and they invisible, like you don't know who they is. We always say they. Who are they? Nobody even know who they is. All right, let's go to potatoes. And look, the look test, let me see. They look all right. It's not the look that I thought it's not the look I was going for. But they look all right. Here go the potatoes. What y'all think, man? This the potatoes that's going to be the side. What y'all think in the comments, man? Let me know, yes or no. Let me know in the comments. If they look good, drop some fire emojis. Let me know. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not impressed with them, but they look straight. But I want to know what y'all think, man. Let me know in the comments. I see some fires. That's what's up, man. Looks okay to me. Okay. It's not the look I was looking for, but, you know, it was my first time making this. It was just an experiment. Let's take a bite. They're very tender. I'll tell you that right now. Here go a piece right here. Shout out to everybody that pulled up to Cooking and Thinking Thursdays, man. It's all love. All right, I got an hour till I got to get off this live. We're going to do a Q&A in a second. Stephanie, what they do? Pito, what's good? I see you. What's the recipe? What I used I made a roux. And I used coconut milk. And we sauteed some onions and bell peppers with some seasons, you know what I mean? And we baked that thing down like au gratin potatoes, but there ain't no cheese in here. So it was just an idea that I had to kind of like a substitute for au gratin potatoes. Another thing that's going to happen for everybody that joined this reprogram, you're going to get access to our meal plan. We got a meal plan now. Me and my wife been in the lab working. Like low key, we've been working. I don't think too much, but both of us have been a little frazzled lately because it's just been nonstop. When I get out this live, we jumping on a call. And we get out the call, we got more. And then we got the Sabbath. Thankfully, tonight when the sun go down, we keep the Sabbath from sundown tonight to sundown tomorrow in accordance with the solar calendar as opposed to the Gregorian calendar. That's another topic. But when the sun go down tomorrow night, we right back at it. And we got to prepare for the presentation. And then we preparing to fulfill for the group of people that we taking through this reprogram. You know what I mean? Then we're going to turn this into a digital offer. And we're going to keep selling it and helping people lose weight from different angles and different ways. And we just making it sweet. But we built out this whole situation. And we got a meal plan now. And all the recipes are fire. Well, I like the way it tastes. I like the way it tastes. I'll tell you that much. It tastes better than it looks. This would have been perfect if I would have made more roux. Probably a cup and a half. I mean, a can and a half of coconut milk total. I made 1 can for this amount of potatoes. A can and a half would have been perfect. What's up? Yeah. All right now. So look, I got these so look, the point I'm trying to make is this the reprogram presentation is on Monday. It's the last one we do, and if you want to register, it's free. I got the link to register underneath my profile picture. I'm gonna be breaking down how the reprogram can help you lose the weight you want to lose without giving up the food you love. Now check this out. You gotta let it cool down. This thing is piping hot.
All right.
Here. You want to taste it on the live?
Gotta let it cool down.
This is our youngest, right? So when in 2000, he was born in 2015. I started my weight loss journey when my wife was pregnant with him. When she was pregnant, matter of fact, in this picture, we just found out that she was pregnant in this picture. So Makai was in her stomach in this picture. Ain't that crazy? You were inside her stomach right there. What you think about that potato though? Fire?
Mm-hmm.
But there's something about him in spirit, I feel like, because when she was pregnant, like I knew I had to change things. It was like I went to changing a lot, man. And then he just super lit. Makai super lit, get straight A's. He's a genius. He was doing math, counting in the hundreds and the thousands when he was 3, and I didn't even teach him how to do that. He was doing addition in the thousands. I got it on camera. He was like, "Daddy, ask me a math question." I went to ask him to give me all the right answers. I'm like, he's a genius. Katie, I just seen Katie join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there, Katie. It's gonna be lit. All right, so now what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna wash this salad off, and we about ready to get this thing going. Oh, I gotta start the fish. All right, so now we got that grouper going in the air fryer. What time is it?
It is 5:08. 5:08, I think.
All right, we good. We sitting good. I'll be eating in 15 minutes, y'all. And then I'm gonna do a Q&A. So I'm washing this the salad off with this salad cleaner. I like this. And then you can spin dry it. But look at all the little particles in there.
That's bad.
It'd be little chunks coming all off the salad. But watch how this works though, it's lit.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Measure?
Yeah. And you spin dry it like this, you get all the water off of it. You know what I mean? These little salad spinners I highly recommend it if you don't got one.
Someone said I love your necklace. Did you make it?
I appreciate that. My brother King CJ Dukes actually made this necklace custom for me. Let me see. Apple cider vinegar. Yeah, it's good to use that. Or baking soda. There you go. There you go. Let me see. It's kind of hard for me to see the YouTube comments. They're so little. What's the point if you don't answer people's questions? That's the thing on YouTube, because I actually do have a slight case of dyslexia. Like I switch words up and numbers up. And so like YouTube is the smallest comment. So and then look, just so you know, it ain't no disrespect, but we live on 5 different platforms. So I'm trying to get to people questions, and I'm cooking at the same time, and I'm trying to keep it entertaining for people. And on YouTube, like it be like I be trying to read it, and like the words be switching up on me sometimes, so it's kind of hard. I gotta like low-key close one eye.
She said, does he sell the necklace?
Yeah, King CJ, he did this one right here. How he do it? This is actually my logo for our company, Brilliant Minded. Is our umbrella company. Brilliant Minded is the name of our company that we got all our other companies up underneath. But so he made this for me custom. It was his idea. What he do is he like get a feel for you, and then he'll make you a custom piece for you. You know what I mean? But if you look his page up, it's King CJ Dukes. He got like hundreds of thousands of followers. He live in LA, and you can hit him up, tell him I sent you.
Joseph said, where can I buy your book?
I got the link. Appreciate that. Bessie, I just seen Bessie join the presentation. I got the link underneath my profile picture to our website. If you want to grab one, feel free. All right, that's good. Appreciate you, man.
Someone said, I love the energy of body.
Appreciate that, man. It's all love. See, I might need Makai in here to read the questions. Maybe that's what I need to do. He get the more questions answered than I do. Read them questions better than me.
What are you making?
So now we're doing Caesar salad. So this is a Caesar salad, and we got the I did a roux that I made these potatoes. It's kind of like au gratin potatoes, but we use coconut milk, no cheese. We got that as a side. We got some baked chicken in there that I'm making barbecue baked chicken for our children. I'm doing some air fried grouper, and then I'm gonna do a Caesar salad with this whole deal. And you're gonna see how this plate come together real soon. You're gonna see, matter of fact, real soon. The fish got 12 minutes left on it. Let me get this salad going. Let me get this salad right. So this is gonna be a Caesar salad. I'm not finna use all this lettuce. Now that I think about it. Let me get some Caesar salad dressing. In a minute, y'all, I want to get to a Q&A. So anybody that got any weight loss questions, just think about them now, and I'll be answering those as many as I can in about 10 minutes from now. I'm trying to kind of clear my space out. If you've seen how messy it is right now. And it kind of like, I hate dirty spaces, but it's hard for me to keep everything clean while I'm running these lives for some reason. Something about it with me, my mind, the way it works. But I'm doing my best. Read some questions out to me, man. So I can just answer them. Ain't nobody dropping.
Someone said, "Are you accepting donations?"
Nah, but I appreciate the offer. You know what I mean? I appreciate the offer. I'm like real intentional about exchanging value for value, big time. You know what I mean? I don't have anything against donations at all, but my spirit take me in a different way. And then too, it's like I've seen so many people that's low key like slick. Not everybody like this when it comes to donations, but I have seen people get donations and it be low key slick. It remind me of like panhandling, but they make it look professional. You get what I'm saying? To where I don't want people to have that thought in their mind like Jabez is really just trying to come up and not give nothing back. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't do it. Just so it ain't no confusion. Now, if I ever do take donations in the future, it'll be under a nonprofit, and that money gonna be going back into the community. And what I do benefit from, it will be public knowledge, and it will be 100. But like I plan on making Jabez mango seeds into a nonprofit organization, and we're gonna be out here bringing fruit trees to America. I got a goal to bring over 1 million fruit trees to America. I'm not playing. Look, as you can see right here, there goes some of our fruit trees right here in the backyard. Y'all drop some fire emojis. Drop a 4 in the comment if you can see these fruit trees. Look. My bad, y'all. Look. Look at these fruit trees we got in the backyard. I gotta go, and I'm giving these away. We pick out winners. I just been so busy, I ain't been pulling up to people's houses, but we done gave out almost 20 fruit trees. I'll pick winners out and pull up to their house. I'll pull up to your house and we put the fruit tree in the ground together, man. Mango trees, avocado trees. We got papaya trees growing back there. We got mamey trees growing back there. Jackfruit trees. All type of fruit trees, man. We giving them out. So we got a goal to bring over 1 million fruit trees to America, man. That's another story.
Someone asked, can you say hi, Kaylee and Colton? I mean, Britt. Well, it's a lot of names. I can't read.
Kaylee, Colton, what they do? Alba, Bryn, what's good? I see y'all, man. It's all love. So, yeah, man. So, like I say, how do you rid your body of toxins? I believe the most realistic way for people that think like how I used to think is to focus on. Let me ask you a question. Whoever wrote that, how do you rid your body from toxins? Who that was? Live your dreams. Let me ask you a question. Every time you shop, do you read the ingredients of everything you buy before you buy it? And do you ask your server in the restaurant what ingredients are in the dish? Yes or no? Drop it in the chat. I got a couple minutes. I can look at the chat. Let me know.
What do you?
I don't. Okay, so Liv, ridding your body from toxins, right? I would start by reading the ingredients and just you don't even got to do nothing else. Just start there. Always read the ingredients and just have a mind of logic. You'll start to notice a lot of options that you're eating right now have a lot of chemical looking names in there, right? So what you want to do is start trying to find options available that have less or no long chemical looking names. Most of the toxins that's in our body is those chemicals and added, anti-caking agents and whoop-de-whoop and all of this that's inside a lot of the processed foods that have, those are the toxins that's in our body. So to start eating less of those, to cut it back to none, our body will naturally start cleaning itself out. And as a result, one of the results is weight loss. But there's other benefits. And that's what the Eat What You Love and Weigh Less Reprogram is all about. Just showing, that's why I say really it's all about learning what to look for and learning where to look.
Someone asked, is non-dairy cheese okay?
I would read the ingredients. I've seen some non-dairy cheeses that I'll read the ingredients and I'll say, you know what, I'd rather just eat cheese before I eat this. And I don't eat cheese anymore, but I'm just saying, if I had to choose, I would eat cheese before some non-dairy cheese. But I'm not saying for all of them, but just read the ingredients is what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. When I say you got to know what to look for and know where to look, that's where we got to look. We got to look at the ingredients. If that makes sense, drop a yes in the chat. That's what it's all about, man. The Eat What You Love and Weigh Less Reprogram is showing you what to look for. And I'm telling you right now where to look. That's what it is. I'm doing a presentation where I'm going to explain how the program, we're going to be taking a group of people through a 28-day process starting on Tuesday. We already got a group of people that's registered, that paid, they're in there. So if you want to learn what it's all about, it's a weight loss community. We got a meal plan. We got weight loss resources. We got a whole weight loss course, a weight loss platform. It's a group of us in the community. And I'm taking everybody through a group coaching, one per week on Zoom, and daily accountability. And we're going to have a group coaching, then daily accountability. We're all going to be on a community platform holding each other accountable until the next coaching call. More coaching, more knowing what to look for. The next call, then the next call. By the 5th call, everybody, I'm guaranteeing results.
Someone said check your fish.
Yeah, I'm going to check that. But it's going. I already know that thing going. So I'm guaranteeing results on this. I'm guaranteeing you're going to lose between 5 to 10 pounds or more in 28 days or your money back as long as you do the simple accountability work. I'm holding everybody accountable and we're holding each other accountable so we get these results. If it's something that you're interested in, I'm doing a presentation. If you want to register for the presentation, I'm giving out 3 secrets and I'm going to give the offer for anybody that want to join could join. I got the link up underneath my profile picture. Monday is the last presentation we're doing before we start this process. So if you want to join the presentation, feel free. I got the link underneath my profile picture. We only can get 1,000 people onto the Zoom. The first Zoom, there's people that couldn't get on because we had it at capacity. So if you do want to come, I suggest getting there 5 minutes early. And also just know that we can only get 60 more people into the reprogram group. Because we don't want to overfill it and we won't be able to give people quality service through this process. So if it's something you're interested in, feel free. We got the link underneath my profile picture.
Someone asked, what do you typically drink?
Juice or water, mostly water. Mostly spring water to be exact.
Someone asked, do you work out?
Me and Makai starting to work out, but I lost the weight without working out. I did walk, you know what I mean? Moroke. How you say that name? Moroke?
Marak?
Marak. I just seen Marak join the reprogram, the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there. Drop some fire emojis if that look good. Algenia, I just seen Algenia join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there. Drop some fire emojis if this chicken look fire to you right now. Let me know in the comments. Keep it real. Drop some fire emojis if this chicken look fire to you right now. Ooh. So that's that baked barbecue chicken. We got the potatoes ready. Now what I'm about to do, hold on, let me put this back in the oven. I'm just gonna keep this in the oven so everything is piping hot. Until this fish ready, we got about, I don't know, maybe 4 more minutes on the fish. We got 3 more minutes on the fish. All right. This right here is a Coke. I see the fires dropping. D, what they do. Vivian, what's good? Stephanie, what they do. Grown girl, what's good? So this is right. This is Cooking and Thinking Thursdays. We cooking and we thinking. I'm just showing you examples of how I eat. You know what I mean? And how I lost the weight and how I keep it off. I'm eating good. It ain't like I'm substituting flavor with this lifestyle.
I didn't expect it to be this hard.
It's because it just came out the fridge. But this is coconut oil. And so I use a mortar and I got mashed up garlic, basil, thyme. Kim, I just seen Kim join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there, Queen. I got cracked pepper that I crushed up, sea salt, some rosemary, and coconut oil, organic, cold pressed. And I'm gonna put this on the fish. This coconut oil got so much flavor. Matter of fact, I'm finna put some of this on that chicken too.
Someone asked what potatoes are best.
To be real with you, potatoes wasn't really the issue for me losing weight. I still eat potatoes, you know. The more natural the potato, the better, I guess. Like the less GMO. But I've eaten the organic potatoes and the ones that aren't organic, and I didn't see no difference in my weight loss journey, to be real with you. And that's another thing. Like when I go to restaurants, a lot of times, like if they got rice, it'll be enriched, so I'll get the potatoes instead. So I did that on my whole weight loss journey, and I kept losing the weight. The potatoes wasn't the issue for me. Tasha, I just seen Tasha join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there, man.
Someone said, "Do you believe in Jesus?"
I believe that his name was Yahshua, just because the letter J wasn't created until around 600 years ago. And so, and there's all type, you know, when people go over there from the church, when they go over there, like Israel and the Middle East and Africa, when they're talking about Jesus, they say Yahshua. They don't say Jesus over there because everybody over there know what his name was. So I believe that Yahshua was here, and what the Bible said he did. And I respect it. You know what I mean? Big time. And I also believe in the God that Yahshua prayed to, and I pray to the same one. You get what I'm saying? Shout out Yahshua. All praises due, man. All praises due. You know what I'm saying? So look, we got the
How long did it take for you to grow your dreads? Someone just asked that.
I've been growing this since 2010.
2010?
Oh yeah. Look at that grouper, air fried. Now what I'm gonna do, right? Check this out, y'all. This is the last piece of the puzzle. What I'm gonna do is, matter of fact, I'm trying to do too much. I'm just gonna use this for the fish, cause I'm ready to eat, and we got a call that we got to get on in a little bit. Shout out everybody that's already in the reprogram. I'm so excited for this group and the transformations that are about to happen. If you want to register for the presentation where I explain everything and I give out these 3 secrets, feel free. It's free to register. I got the link underneath my profile picture. Monday will be the last presentation before we kick this thing off on the 25th. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in there.
Someone said, "Do you think chicken is okay to eat?"
Me personally, I don't think chicken is the best thing for us to be eating. But as it relates to weight gain and weight loss, I was eating chicken and for years. I started on the process that I took to lose 100 pounds in 2014. And so I was eating chicken from 2014 to 2020 consistently. And so that showed me that the chicken wasn't the biggest issue for me when it came to the weight that was on my body. I hope that makes sense. Now, I started to cut back on the chicken, especially just because more so spiritual reasons. When I read the whole Bible in the book of Leviticus, it was saying when we eat animal flesh, first of all, certain animals pass the test and other ones don't, to make a long story short. But the ones that do pass the test, they need to be ceremonially clean. So when I looked, I didn't know what that meant. So when I looked up what ceremonially clean was, it's like the animal had to live in its natural environment and eat natural food, and it needs to be without blemish. So that means no cancer in it. Hold on, y'all. It needs to be without blemish, and also it needs to be killed. It needs to be killed in a fashion that's ceremonially clean. That means it needs to be killed in a way where it don't see it coming, and it's a quick death. And then when it's killed, you need to drain the blood from it in a way that's ceremonially clean. So when I looked up all of those things, I was like, man, I never even knew that. And then when I looked up when we go to the grocery store, that's another thing. We just been programmed to go to the grocery store and get the meat. That's what's a part of my spirit that I don't even like giving my family this food. But I'm not trying to be Mr. You can't eat nothing but the way I eat. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I might be wrong for what I'm doing, to be real with you. But the point I'm trying to make is these chickens, they're not growing up in their natural environment. They're not eating natural food. A lot of them got blemishes. They're getting killed in a scary way. They got machines killing these chickens. The chickens is panicking before they getting murked. They got videos on it. And who knows, then machines is cutting them to drain the blood. You don't even know if it missed the spot, like the chicken's flapping around.
So many people are calling you J. Cole.
Yeah, I know. It's whatever. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it.
Also, someone asked, what's the difference between truffle salt and regular salt?
Truffle salt, the truffle sea salt got truffles in it. And truffles grow underneath the ground. It's like a root, but it got a real nice flavor, man. Like, I never really even was on what, I just used to think that truffles was like, you would see them in fancy restaurants. I didn't even know what it was, but.
Yeah, truffle salt's it's like a really, refreshing flavor. You should put it on, green beans.
Facts. So, okay. I'm going to get some of this Caesar salad going. I'm about to make a plate. I'm also going to get some of this the spinach going. So here go the Caesar salad. I was gonna get extra with this Caesar salad, but I'm looking at the time. So I'm just gonna kind of speed this thing up, just a basic Caesar. Now watch this, I'm gonna put a little flavor on these greens. This is spinach. And I'm gonna use that with the potatoes. And also, I'm gonna put a little bit of a little splash of red wine vinegar on these greens. All right, some pepper, little herbs, and I'm gonna put a little bit of just a little bit of sea salt. Mix this up. I like flavor in every single bite. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real with you. I like flavor in every single bite. What you about ready to eat, man?
Wait, food is already ready?
Yeah, man.
Ready?
Yeah. You might well just wait. You might well just eat dinner, man. Before you eat that. Yeah, just wait.
Alright.
Just wait. Bam, now. Alright, that fish about ready. We ready to go. Alright, so watch this. I'm about to plate the food, y'all. I'm about to get this thing going. I got a mess over here that's crazy right now. And it's low-key bothering me, but I'm racing against the clock, man. It's Cooking and Thinking Thursday. We cooking and we thinking. They're gonna bake chicken. Stop playing. The baked barbecue chicken. Some chicken wings. So that's for the children. Here goes the potato dish I did with the coconut milk roux. We got that. That's an original recipe that I just created for the first time. Next time I do it, it's gonna be even better. Next time it's gonna be even better. I'm already knowing. This is the first time I ever did this one. And then the food is ready. Whoever ready to eat is ready. Man, you ready to eat? Makai said he ready. Look at the fish. Drop some fire emojis if this fish look good. Drop some fire emojis if this is grouper. This is air fried grouper. Drop some fire emojis if you would smash this grouper right here. I'm about to smash this. All praises, man. So I got the air fried grouper. I got the potatoes. We got some little mixture of everything going. And bless you.
Thank you.
Watch this. Watch how I plate this. This from Makai.
Can I have some grouper?
Yep.
Yeah.
This Makai plate right here. Watch this. All right, let me get go like this. Put some of these potatoes on here. Oh yeah. There it is. We got some of the potatoes on there. Bam. That's enough potatoes. You want more than that?
Good.
That's good. And then you want a piece of grouper? You want some chicken too or not?
Yeah. 1 piece of chicken and 1 piece of grouper.
Bet. Get this grouper right here. And this chicken right here. There go his plate. Like I said, this is Cooking and Thinking Thursdays. We cooking and we thinking. Everything we eating fit the principles of the eat what you love and way less reprogram. That's a good point. Supreme been staying up till the sun come up, man. And be sleep all day. He turning into a vampire. He turning into a vampire, man. But look, I'm about to make this plate. Matter of fact, you want me to make the plate? No problem. I want to, man. All right, so look. I put a little bit of spinach down first. And then I put the potatoes on top of the spinach. Now I made a roux. I made a roux with coconut milk. And we sauteed onions and bell peppers, and we kind of mixed all that together. I was doing like a different version of au gratin potatoes that came to it just came to me, and I wanted to try it. So this is my first time attempting. This is an all original recipe. So next time I make it, it'll be better. I didn't use quite enough. I didn't make enough of I didn't use enough coconut milk. But it's still fire. So there go the potatoes right there. There go the fish. Hold on, I gotta use two to get this fish without it breaking. Man, you hold the plate so I could just put the fish on it. That thing look fire, huh? Ooh. And then some Caesar salad. It's Cooking and Thinking Thursdays, man. We cooking and we thinking. And I'm showing you in real time how I eat in a way that's full of flavor. But this is how I ate to lose 100 pounds. And this is how I eat to this day. And this is how I keep the weight off. So this meal fits the principles of the eat what you love and way less reprogram. I'm taking a group of people, anybody that wants to kind of that's ready just to be done with being overweight and to get on a path of losing the weight and knowing exactly what to do. Anybody that wants to be a part of this group that I'm taking through a 20-day process, a literal reprogram. I'm doing a presentation to break it down. I'm giving out 3 secrets that's composed of the framework of this program. If you want to join the presentation, it's free. I got a link underneath my profile picture where you can register, and then I'll see you on Monday. Monday is going to be the last presentation before we start this reprogram on the 25th, which will be Tuesday. And 28 days later, everybody's going to be down 5 to 10 pounds or more. and we're going to do a ceremony and give away certificates, and everybody going to be able to give their testimonials, and you know what I mean. We come up with a ironclad strategy moving forward to make sure everybody stay on this path for life, and make sure everybody chose this lifestyle. You know what I mean? Because once you get on the path and stay on the path, it's just a matter of time before all the weight come down. I'm guaranteeing results with this. I'm guaranteeing everybody's going to lose between 5 or 10 to 10 pounds or more, or your money back, no questions asked, as long as you do this simple accountability work. Alicia, I just seen Alicia join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there. As long as you do the simple accountability work, which I am going to need a confirmation from you that you will do the accountability work 15 minutes a day. And you're still going to be eating what you like. But in order for me to guarantee you results, you got to actually do the thing that I tell you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm guaranteeing as long as you do that simple accountability work, you're going to lose between 5 and 10 pounds in month number 1, or your money back, no questions. You feel me? And like I say, this reprogram is worth thousands of dollars just because this is a life transformation. And the great news is whoever, the people that already joined and the people that join on Monday, is you're paying a fraction of what it's worth. I'm making it sweet, man. So if you want to join the presentation, feel free. I got the link up underneath underneath my profile picture. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in there. I'm about to get this thing going now. So I'm about to do a Q&A. Now we coming up to the Q&A section of this live. You know what I mean? We coming up to the Q&A section of this live. So I got some lettuce right here. I want to start answering some questions. I got about 25 minutes, 20 minutes about. Before I got to jump off this live, because I got a call we got scheduled. There go to air fried grouper. Yeah, it's a few bones in there. I felt it when I was seasoning it. I should have told you that. Yeah, it's like I was on the live. I would have took my time to peel them out of there, but I was talking at the same time. It seemed like too much. Whoop, there it is. Look at that. That's the meal, man. Drop some fire emojis if this look good to you. Michelle, I seen Michelle just joined the presentation. Tabitha, I seen Tabitha just joined. Looking forward to seeing y'all in there, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be lit. You know, I'm doing my best to under-promise and over-deliver. Team Empire, what they do, man. Yolanda, what's good? Kathy, what they do, man. Oh, man. Foster, I seen Foster just join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there. Stephanie, what's good? I see you, man. All praises. So now, I'm about to taste this. I'm finna get a piece of this. I want some of these potatoes with some of the spinach. Dallas in the building. What they do, man? Antoinette, I see you. Oh, yeah. The potatoes I could taste the coconut milk, but it's not too sweet. I could taste the bell pepper and onion and the seasonings that I put on there. It got a nice, light flavor. Next time I make it, I'm going to make the flavor a little bit more bold. It could use a little bit more, at least that piece, like a little bit more like seasoned, but not much. Let me dissect this real quick. The potatoes are just tender. I mean, it's amazing like this. Next time it's gonna be even better. I'm about to try this grouper. I gotta be careful so there ain't no bone in there. I just found one. This was a big grouper. Got another bone. No, they ain't clean this good. They cut right through his rib cage. Mm-mm.
Go, young go. In the cage.
We gotta be careful with this one. Now, nah, that grouper is so good. Rumor for them bones. This meal is a phenomenal. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this meal an 8.9, being genuine. You know what I mean? I've done better, but it's fantastic. So now what I want to do is get to the what I season the grouper with. It's some paprika, some turmeric, all natural seasons. We're not using no like complete season or nothing like that. Natural sea salt, cracked black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. What else we put in there? Some herbs, French blend of herbs. You know what I mean? And oh, you know what? I need to drop some lemon on this thing. That's what I need. What I want y'all to do in the comments, drop in the comment, because I wanna help some people lose weight, man. Who left on this live? Because I've been on this live for a long time. Who on this live gotta go to lose weight? If you gotta go to lose weight, say I do. If you gotta lose weight, say I do in the comments. Let me see who I can help real quick before I get up out of here. If you gotta go to lose weight, say I do in the comments, man. Let me see. Okay, April, what they do, April? Okay, I see if Kim. Okay, we got people out here trying to lose some weight. Bless, what they do? Okay, good. Okay, cool. So what I want y'all, everybody that put I do, what I want you to do is think about the food that you feel like is your biggest weakness, or whatever it is, the food, the drink, whatever it is that you feel like is your biggest weakness when it comes to losing weight, and the thing that's holding you back. Drop that in the comments so I can see it, so I can give you some advice that I know will help. Drop it in the comments. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a few of them out, and I'm going to answer those, and I'm going to give you substitutions moving forward that you could try and see that weight coming down. I was looking for the, you got the truffle sauce in there?
Yeah.
Let me see. I seen somebody put a beer, I think they said it was a beer. Sugar, carbs, pasta, sweets, bread. So carbs, a lot of carbs. All right, so let me address the carbs first. Everybody, and then I'm gonna do the sweets because I seen sweets dropping. And then I'll do chips. I think I have enough time to give thorough answers for carbs, sweets, and chips.
You need the triple salad patch.
I got sidetracked.
Let me get the spinach that's on there for you. Why you didn't eat that?
You what?
The spinach.
All right, so when it comes to carbs, right, which pasta fall into that category, bread fall into that category, cookies, cakes, you know what I mean, pastries. So when it comes to carbs, right, most of all of them are made with wheat flour. Pasta's made with wheat flour, and then also rice, you know what I mean? But pasta made with flour, bread's made with flour, cookies, cakes, all that's flour. So, and it's wheat, 9 out of 10 times. So I talk about the enrichment process all the time for a reason.
Why the sprinklers still on?
So everybody that put pasta, bread, carbs, let me show you this. This is what most of the carbs is made out of, all-purpose flour. 9 out of 10 times, it's wheat flour, and it's gonna be enriched. You see right here. Drop a 4 in the comment if this is a flour that you used growing up. If this is the one that you noticed, like this is a main flour that you used to, all-purpose Pillsbury flour. Drop a 4 in the comment if this is what you use. If this is what you know about it, if this is what you're comfortable with, if you've seen it in your family. Regina, what they do? April, what's good? Kim? Okay, good. So check it. The problem is it was put through the enrichment process. I talked about this earlier on the live. It's a process where they remove the germ from the grain, from the wheat grain. The germ is where there's natural B vitamins and nutrients inside that germ. It's the soft part of the grain. That's the part of the grain that can spoil the fastest, though. So they created a process. So it's a processed food. This is a processed food. So the problems with most carbs is most of us are eating processed carbs. And so what happens is they remove the germ and then they add synthetic, which has natural nutrients. And then they add synthetic nutrients to replace the natural nutrients that was lost during the enrichment process. That's when, so anytime you see enriched, that's what they're showing you, that it was put through the enrichment process. There's a specific process that grains can get put through. One of the side effects is weight gain, because our bodies don't break down the synthetic nutrients the same way as the natural nutrients that was inside the germ of the grain to begin with. So you can, that's why I always say you got to read the ingredients. Anything processed, you're going to see these ingredients in here. You see it say bleached wheat flour, then it say niacin, iron, thiamine mononitrate, riboflavin, folic acid, an enzyme. Those are the natural nutrients that was inside the germ to begin with, the B vitamins and things like that. And the scary thing is they both got the same scientific name. That's the scary thing. Riboflavin is the natural riboflavin, has the exact same scientific name as synthetic riboflavin. They just both called riboflavin. They don't have to specify which is which. It's scary when you think about it. I see people all the time in the comments, riboflavin, that's a B vitamin, bro. Weren't you paying attention in school, dummy? I see it in the comments all the time. And I'll be like, bro, like, it's a difference. If that was the case, watch this. If that was the case, that it's just that the fact that it was a B vitamin, then that means natural flour that wasn't put through the enrichment process. Riboflavin is inside the germ of that grain. So that means that if it's just a scientific name for a B vitamin, then they should put it in the ingredients for natural flour. But you'll notice this is an example of flour that doesn't use those synthetic ingredients. And the ingredients all you see is soft wheat flour and you see hard red wheat flour and soft wheat flour. That's all you see. You don't see no riboflavin, folic acid, thiamine mononitrate. You don't see none of that. They didn't have to put it in the ingredients because they didn't add it to it. If that makes sense, drop a yes in the chat. If what I just said makes sense, drop a yes in the chat. This is the flour. Someone say, what flour do you use? I make sure to read the ingredients. I don't care about the brand. I just want a flour that's made with a wheat plant, and that's all that's in the ingredients. Them the type of flours that I use. You notice this say pizza, so you might think, well, you can only use this for pizza. Nah, man, we make pancakes with this, bread with this. You know, you could make pasta with this. You can make burrito shells, cakes, cookies we make with this. It's the same thing as flour. It's a wheat plant. You know what I'm saying? All I care about is the ingredients. So if you got to go to lose weight and carbs is one of them things that you feel like is holding you back, start paying attention to the actual ingredients in the carbs and switch out from the enriched to the non-enriched and watch what happens. And start getting on the scale every day and pay attention. What's up? After the live, we have to go to the I know. After the live, we got this call with Chesco, and then after that, we'll do the workout. I ain't even had time to eat yet. Hold on, y'all. Let me get it back. I got about 8 minutes, y'all. All right, the next thing was it was carbs, and then it was sweets. So with sweets, right? What type of flour was that? It was a natural flour. It was wheat. I encourage you to stop thinking about brands and start thinking only about ingredients. So when you go looking for flour, don't even look at the type of flour, look at the ingredients. All flour is a wheat plant. So you want, like that one was made with hard red wheat, and it was made with regular wheat, it's wheat. So it was hard red wheat flour and soft wheat flour. So it was a blend of two different types of wheat. But it wasn't put through the enrichment process. And the soft wheat flour was just grinded up into a more fine powder. That's all. But that's all that's in it. So you want flours that's just made with just natural wheat. So when I made that switch, but then you got to think, you got to pay attention to all the things that you're eating that's made with flour. Pasta, spaghetti, lasagna, bread, cookies, cakes, muffins, toast, empanadas, all of that. You know what I mean? So with the sweets, right? If anybody feel like sweets, and look, I go over all of this in detail in our reprogram. I launched the Eat What You Love and Way Less reprogram, and I'm taking a group of people through a process how to lose the weight you want to lose without giving up the foods you love. If it's something that you're interested in, we're doing a presentation where I'm giving out 3 secrets. It's going to be laced up with game, and I'm going to give the offer. If you want to join the weight loss community and reprogramming session that I'm taking 28 people through, it's a 28-day process, and it's going to be lit. I'm guaranteeing results. If you want to register, it's free. To register for the presentation, it's on Monday, and this will be the last one. And then we're going to have the presentation, or excuse me, the actual reprogramming, the actual group coaching process is going to start the next day on the 25th. So if you want to register for the presentation just to see what it's about, click the link underneath my profile picture. And I'm looking forward to seeing y'all in there, man. It's, like I said, it's free to register. Seats aren't limited. We can only get 1,000 people on the Zoom, and I have a feeling it's going to be a packed house. So if you do decide to show up, make sure to get there like 5 minutes early to make sure you get your seat. This is going to be lit, man. It's going to be lit. I'm gassed up about it, for real. The Eat What You Love and Way Less reprogram is going to change a lot of people's lives. We've already, changed. We felt thousands of people lose weight. This stuff works, man. This stuff works. The next day on the 27th. So the reprogram starts, I think, on the 25th. Whatever day Tuesday is next week.
Yeah.
I think Monday the 24th. The potatoes actually fire. Next time it'll be better. But on the scale of 1 to 10, I give these potatoes a 8. They're good. I know what to do better next time. I needed more coconut milk with the roux, so it's more thick and a little bit more flavor, a little more seasoned. Kanal, I just seen Kanal join the presentation. Shaka, I seen Shaka join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you. Renee, I just seen Renee join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there, man. So look, to be real with y'all, man, we got to jump on a call at 6 o'clock, so I'm going to wrap this live up. And I'm going to say this. If you got to go to lose weight, right? If you got to go to lose weight, I'm going to say this. It's powerful to know that beliefs, I see Markel, Danielle just joined the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you. Beliefs trump desire every time. So let me explain what I'm saying. This is a mindset thing. If let's say you got a desire to lose whatever, 50 pounds, 100 pounds, whatever the number is. Chanel, Tanika, I just seen y'all join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing y'all. Whatever the number is, if you want to register for the Eat What You Love and Way Less presentation, I got the link underneath my profile picture. Let's say you got a big goal. You want to lose 100 pounds. And let's say that's your desire. You got a desire to lose 100 pounds. But you might believe that you got to exercise to lose that 100 pounds. So that might be your belief. I need to exercise to lose this 100 pounds. So now I got to get a gym membership. I got to do this. You start to think of a strategy. If you don't believe that you can honestly stay consistent enough with, I'm seeing the presentations coming in crazy. I see all of y'all, man. But I want to get this thought out. I only got a few more minutes. If you don't honestly believe that you can make exercise a consistent lifestyle to the point where you don't change nothing else, but you just exercising heavy to lose the whole 100 pounds. If deep down you feel like, man, I don't know. That belief of, I don't know if I could do this forever is going to trump the desire of wanting to lose 100 pounds every time. So this is this is the advice that I want to give you, that I use to this day. I choose beliefs. If I got a big goal and I don't have a belief of something that I can do to get me all the way to my goal, I choose beliefs that pull me closer to my desires. Let me explain. So my desire to lose 100 pounds, I believe that I could stop eating enriched flour and replace it with flour that wasn't put through the enrichment process. I believe I can read the ingredients and start choosing versions of the food that I love that use grains that wasn't put through the enrichment process. I believe that I could still eat pasta, I could still eat rice, I could still eat bread. I gotta read the ingredients and be aware to make sure I'm not eating nothing that's enriched in the equation. So I believe I could do that. I'm not saying I got to stop eating donuts, cookies, things that I like, cakes. I'm not saying I got to stop eating sandwiches, burgers, you know what I'm saying, rice. I'm just saying I got to stop eating the enriched versions. Okay, I believe I could do that. Me personally, I believe I can do that. Okay, so when I did that and I made the switch, I lost 20 pounds, 25 maybe. So it pulled me closer to my desire. Right? So now I'm like, okay, I know that this worked. I'm not going to go back to doing what I used to do. I'm finna stay doing this. This worked. Now I find another belief that'll pull me closer to my desire. If that made sense, and you could use this in any area of your life, choose a belief that you believe you can do, it makes logical sense that it'll pull you closer. Stay there for a while. Then find another belief. It'll always come to your path. The creator of all things got a design that blows my mind. Once you get closer to your desire and you're right there and you stay consistent, you'll have another belief that show up. Somebody will say something, you'll run across some information and say, okay, if I do this, I believe I could do that and it'll pull me closer. Bam, now you're closer. And before you know it, you'll be choosing beliefs that pull you all the way to your desire. And once you get there, it's not even a belief no more. Now you know. Now you're in a place of knowing. Once you're in a place of knowing, now you are in your power. This is where now you're going to start affecting the people around you. People are going to say, dog, look at all the weight they lost. That's a lie. You're going to inspire people without even saying nothing. Just because they seen what you did and now they tightening up. Because you was being intentional and you chose beliefs that pulled you closer to your desire until you got there. And now you know. And now people that do that, that's what separate the few from the many. The few intentionally choose beliefs that pull them closer to their desire until they get there. And then they turn around and they help other people go through the same process they went. This is how we can find our purpose. If that made sense, I want you to drop I believe in the comments. If that made sense, I want you to drop I believe in the comments, man. My brothers and sisters, you can do this. It really ain't that hard, but we just got to choose things that we believe that we can do and stick to them and be consistent. We got to choose things that we believe that we can do and stick to them and be consistent. It's the consistency that leads to where we want to be. We got to stay consistent. And that's why I designed to Eat What You Love and Way Less Reprogram, to make it simple to be consistent. I'm so excited about this presentation. I'm doing the last presentation before we launch the reprogram on Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. I got the link to register underneath my profile picture. If you want to register, feel free. My brothers and sisters, I love y'all. I hope this live helped. Prayers up, blessings up. You got it pulled up?